I sent you these today.
For an overlay?
That's what I'm saying, right? I don't know. Like I don't know how this is about to look. Like, look, okay. So look what I'm working with, right?
Okay, you have some length.
So I don't know what that means. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
What you mean you don't know
I don't
what
know.
that means?
I don't know. I'm discouraged. I don't know.
Why are you discouraged?
I just don't know.
They just gotta be short. But
Yeah.
I think that was your intention.
Yeah, something like that. But still, like I like this. Like this is short to me. Like
And they didn't break. Can I see that? Where's that thumb?
what thumb?
Is it that one? Is it that thumb that melted?
Yes.
Just this one?
Yes.
Motherfucker.
Like
You still see a little bit of it.
no, yeah. Like it was just blue and it was
What
on
the
my finger. I was like, what
Baffled.
happened?
Because this one is fine.
Well, this one melted a little bit, but that was after the fact. I don't know what's going on, but it's,
But these are okay.
yeah.
What the hell?
I'm over it. I'm not gonna lie.
You really want those?
I like these too though, but I like those in stiletto. I don't know how I would like those in a different shape.
And
In duck, like, what you think?
but what you mean a duck?
I'm really about to say F the overlay. Like that's how I feel right now. Like that's how I feel right now.
You want to keep them?
Not really. like I have length, yeah, sure.
You want a stiletto?
I don't think I want a stiletto.
Okay.
And the only reason why I don't think I want a stiletto is because of work. Because I'm gonna do Amazon out there too.
Okay.
So it's like I can't have shit for real. Like,
I'm crying.
like
Do you want this short duck to be a short duck?
like see, I'm looking like kinda, but only so that it has time to grow out.
Okay.
And it's not like, because when these grow out, if these get any longer than these is damn near medium long, and then it's like they're gonna start breaking. Like this one was already trying to lift from the bottom because of the bags. It wasn't nothing I could do about it. Like I was throwing the bag, I said, oh shit. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I fake like this, but like,
Not that design though.
oh, we don't like this design.
I don't gotta wear them.
Okay, well, what's wrong with it? Be real. Cause Zen had something like that, and that was cute.
She had like the what was it, like the camo rainbow?
Yeah,
kind of
I like
thing.
that.
But
What?
that's just little things. And
So do you want to do what Zen had?
you won't do that?
You don't like that either?
No, I didn't dislike it. It was her style.
I see what you're saying. I just really like the shape for right now.
Cause I would bring them down. That means I would just have to bring your ducky down. That's all.
Okay.
Oh, this is what you're showing me. I thought I was looking.
Yeah.
I need my glasses.
No, you're good. This one though, I want a new one because I know this one's gonna come up.
Okay.
Yeah. But everything else is literally secure. You just redid this one too, so I don't really think we have to worry about this one.
Yeah, this one didn't lift at all. Then it's fine.
Yeah. No, nothing lift at all except this one.
Like at the bottom, or
Yeah, it's like
well, yeah, your nail separating from the back of
exactly.
it. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Let me look. Let me look.
I feel like this is just a bunch of just aura and like lines.
Because I was looking at it and I was like, oh, it's simple, but like, you know, it still has some abstract. But then
It's kind of just under my. It's kind of just under my.
Intermediate or advanced.
I think it's just under my advance because my advance is like 4 colors plus and then like a like a junk nail kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. And this isn't really like a removal. This is more like a cut down.
Yeah. Because I was going to say, if these are still good, do what you gotta do.
Yeah. You just want them
cut.
moved down.
I'm trying to see. It's been so long. I haven't done a mouth in forever. Like, I just feel so thin.
If you want me to try this and then I'll do like a mouth, then it'll go to advanced with the mouth.
Got you. Okay.
Just because of the amount of gel that I have to use to like
put it together. I got you.
Yeah. But I don't mind trying this for you just because this seemed like something that is you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like this is not. It doesn't look impossible. You know what I mean?
It doesn't. It's just irritating because it's like.
And you know, I went through her whole page, and I feel like this was the same girl that I commented about the bow.
You're lying.
She just posts like hands. She doesn't do any tutorials, and that's like nuts. Girl, I was on a hunt for that bow.
But you got it though.
I got the fucking bow. Let me see. What am I doing? I feel like I have a lot of her sets saved too.
I don't know. I'm about to go through and make some shit.
Somebody in her comments was like, "Hey boo, this is cute, but delete this before my clients ask me for this." This is diabolical.
Yeah, like literally.
You know what's crazy? My friend that's a nail tech, she'd be like, "I'll be doing that to my clients. Like when they send me pictures, I'll be like, girl, please." Like, I'm like, I don't even say no. I just be like, I'll try.
That's real. Okay.
Do you have a mouth that you like?
Not really, honestly. And the only reason is because like the mouths are so tea, but I haven't really been into that lately. But I think it's because I haven't
had it in forever.
Yeah.
Oh, because of work.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like, and I don't want to like. I want my nails done and cute, but I don't want them fucked up. You know. So it's like.
Oh, wow. Let's just throw everything down.
I'm not gonna lie, fuck it. Like, what I'm feeling right now.
Are you in a bad mood?
Cute shit. No.
Oh.
I just want like these have been cute and little like intricate and shit like that, but it's not me fully.
Yeah.
It's like I'm about to go back to school. I'm barely gonna be at Amazon. I'm doing 2 shifts maximum. So at this point, fuck it. like, hold on, let me pay my credit card. Like it's.
Oh yes, pay the credit card. We need that.
Not even. I'm doing early payments to build my credit up. So I don't even play.
Period. Annette too. She's really good with her credit card.
You have to be in this day and age. Fuck you up, like.
I wish she had a way to get to Amazon because I think that would be a good job for her.
The money would be good. She'd get tired of the people fast. Keep it a buck because they try you the same way how they try her everybody else. They would try her, especially like, because she's outspoken and stuff like that. Like yeah, that's why I'm leaving the site that I'm at now. Like.
I thought that was just for school.
It was just for school, but it's also just like I would never go back to that specific site.
Okay. If you come back, would you go to like where Zen is?
I have to see. Cause I love her to death. We work together as supervisors, but I think on the same level or some shit. I don't know. Like, and only because like I'm used to doing more than what her warehouse normally has. So it would be a walk in the park, but also like. I'm very outspoken and talkative, and I know that the people there, they was not fucking with her when she wasn't even outspoken or talkative. So I don't know.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like in Amazon, they get real, because it's old people trying to make up money that they never had before. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's people who is like, it's either some people who are doing this as their second job, and they just doing it like for active wear or like stuff like that. Because I know one lady, she was in my training, and she was only doing it because she wanted to move around more. She wanted to be more active. She had her bread and butter. But
she really didn't need it type shit.
Yeah, but it's those people who need it who be sitting there paid like they be pissed.
I swear to God, it's not that deep. It's like it's just work, please.
It's really not. Okay. Let me see. Let me look for some stuff. And you just let me know whenever we get to.
What, the design part?
Oh, see, like. This is cute because I think this is what something like Zen did. I think she sent you this exact same set.
She sent me like there was a girl who had her like same one, like
Yeah.
stilettos and everything.
Yeah. Cause like
Girl, get your motherfucking angle right. Not the sticker came off. Wow.
wow, ghetto. Like and just rude with it too.
Just wanted to stay on there. Okay.
That's good though, so that you can see how it looks.
Yeah. I'm just getting used to how it feels on my neck because I'm like this. I'm
Yeah, like is it heavy?
It's not. It's
Okay.
just the rubber.
Gotcha.
Look. Oh, okay. She's okay.
Like you know, I would do some shit like this.
I know you would. She don't want advanced. She want like the customization type shit.
Yeah, like, well, honestly, I'm not too opposed, but also we can do charms, just not on like the index finger, only because like that's
Or the
just
thumb, really.
Yeah, kind of.
Because of your hair.
Yeah, because I am gonna get like curly hair after this.
Yeah.
So. I'm not gonna lie. Right now, this top runner. Just being real. Just being so real with you. I'm gonna reply to it and be like, #1 for now.
Okay. Oh, like in our messages, right?
Mm-hmm. Cause
I'll take a look at it.
and I'm not gonna lie, we've been doing real good with these fillers. Like, they've been on.
Yay.
Yes, for all you haters. Yes, my nails are healthy underneath. I'm sick of everybody always in comments, open mouth for this, that, and the third. Like,
I'm crying, not in the comments.
so you get your nails done so much, how are they healthy?
Because I'm not eating through them.
Like, what are you talking about? What's wrong, mama?
Oh, okay. At least it was me and not you.
And your nails are cute too. I saw that. What inspired you?
I'm gonna show you the same
Okay.
one, but I didn't want. She had like a square, and I almost did a square, but something was telling me to try this.
Like almond?
And Jen was like, "Those actually suit you," and I was like, "I'm surprised because this is so not my."
At all. But it actually looks good on your fingers. Like,
Thank you.
but remember when we did this with on my thumb? Oh,
That was so cute.
that was too cute. Honestly, yeah. Let's run that back.
On the thumb.
I'm thinking. I think last time when we did it, it was too thick underneath though. Like,
What do you mean?
like the gel underneath. Like this kind of looks like a little raised. I think ours was too raised.
Okay.
So I think I don't know. Let me see. Let me see.
Mommy, what? ¿Para que me cojan qué?
She's going in the drawer. I got you.
Okay, Mom. Just stay harassing me. Oh, thank you for the likes.
Your mom was. What happened? Thank you. What this?
I know, mommy. I know.
Mommy, don't cry.
Where you going?
You want me to bring it to you?
Oh, she's crying for real. Okay, Mommy, I'm coming. What's wrong, Mommy? You want your binky? Where is it? What's wrong, Mommy? You can't be on the bed, my love. You can't do that.
Chupolo.
In a heartbeat.
Okay.
Don't you do that. Don't you do that. Don't you ever do that. Come on. Come on. Let's get your binky. That's all you want. Yeah, your daddy coming back.
Because you're going to be in there playing with stuff and then you're going to suffocate yourself. She was in there playing with drawers and bras. Like.
Look at your toys is here. These are your toys. Okay? You want toys? Look. Do your shapes. Here, mommy. Over here. Play your piano. Good girl.
I think I want a lip.
I know you want to live.
I think I want something like, but like that.
Oh, like that lip.
Yeah, like that's cute as out of me.
Oh, that.
Yeah, honestly, just let me know how much. I dead don't care anymore. Like, I dead don't care. Like, I just don't know how she did it.
She did it with a sponge.
Oh, okay. Because she said full tutorial on YouTube. Let me reply to this. And they're chewing on shirts. Like,
You're not chewing on shirts.
like. Do you have builder gel?
I have hard gel. Is there something you want?
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Get up off of me.
Oh my gosh, I sent you this thing. This girl, she uses clear sticky notes to put the gel polish on. Like, instead of like, you know how...
Oh, yeah, I'm going to show you. Look, look, look. I'm going
Okay.
to show you. Get in. Come on. Did I hurt you?
I move?
Just a little bit.
Oh. Bro, just turn me up. Like, I don't know.
Not turn me up. So, what's 16? You know, that's what we do stink.
I know. I'm trying to think. What really has been seen? Nothing, honestly. Like, besides going back to school, that's what I've really been focused on.
When is your next break? Like December?
My next long break, yeah, but I'll be back before that. And shit, I might take my own break. So
Oh my
it's
goodness.
stressing me out. Like,
You got your housing and everything is good?
yeah, I'm situated.
Perfect.
What about you? What's up?
Girl, you know. Just trying to get through this work thing, you know. I posted my website. You
I
know.
saw that. I saw that.
You know, she's trying real hard. Look at her, look at her. A literal queen.
No, like literally. How has she been? She's been.
You know, I was so embarrassed yesterday. She threw up on Zen. I said, you really tried me. You don't behave like this.
You know what? You know what? Yeah, though. Like,
Not yeah, though.
like she's just a baby. It's okay.
And she was like, no, you don't gotta feel bad. I said, that's nasty.
It's alright. It's baby throw up. It's not grown people throw up. Now, like, you a grown ass person.
Nah, you would have got the paws on you.
Like, you already know. Like, why is you throwing up on people? Like, are you weird?
Absolutely.
Oh.
That was a little different. Okay. Let's just go back to this one.
Yeah, like, because what just happened? How do you feel about this? Nope.
That's you.
But you sighed.
Let me look at it hard. Yeah, that's what I get. Cause you know, I don't got my glasses on. I'll be having to look real hard.
No, it's okay. What do you want? Please don't fry me. What do you mean?
Come on, guys. Hello.
You're so irritating. Shanice, send me nail inspo right now. I'm losing my mind. I have nothing in mind now. Duck. What type of question is that? Duckiano. Never too muchiano.
Never too much on is
You
crazy.
know what I'm saying? Like, do you feel me though? Like, alright, bad.
Hi, y'all.
I hate that actually. Please get off.
You are funny.
None of these are screaming me. These are screaming you. But none of these are screaming me. Wait, go back up. Right there to the right. Actually, click off. Ugly. Ooh, no, what did I see? The way she did the set was ugly. I wouldn't pay for that. Absolutely not. No, see. I had a black nail like that. It's super cute. Oh, that yellow? Send me that right there. Right there, 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 right there. Yep. Just send me that.
You are so funny. Right there, right there.
Could you take your phone off low power mode while you charge it? You're defeating the purpose. Aww. I feel so special. Why do you have a picture with your ID? No. Like, why you needed it for TikTok? What happened?
You trying to ban her?
Nah, she got age restricted. That's
Wow.
funny. You are under 18 though. Forever young. I wanna be forever young. Those minion nails are absolutely disgusting. I don't know, like.
I hope to never do a minion in my life.
No, 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 no. Okay, put in the search junk.
Now my queen wants a junk now.
See how different inspo comes up, and that's not even junk. Like, I know you did. Pinterest gay. You lost me. I'm not even no Hello Kitty type of shorty though. Like Hello Kitty cool and all. That's just not me, man. Nah, get that off my screen, bro.
You are too much.
Stressing me out.
Is the exorcist or some shit?
Might just
Hi,
be.
everybody. I'm gonna cut this one because it's lifting.
You already know what it is. Silento. Okay, actually, no. I'm gonna share my screen, and I'm gonna give you, like, control, and I want you to go on my Pinterest, and then we get out of Pinterest, and then we go on Instagram, because this is stressing me out.
No, don't be stressed. We always figure it out.
I know, but it's just like,
Do you want my iPad? Would that be better? Do you want me to give you my iPad?
nah, it's fine.
Okay.
It's just, because I'm still gonna have to look for it,
Okay.
so.
You okay?
I'm starting to feel it a little bit, but. What? Request access.
Okay.
It's not Pinterest. Pinterest. Did you request access? Crackhead. Okay. Go ahead. I allowed it. No. Short duck nail design right there, boom. Let me see if they get me right. I did that already. No, not really. Keep scrolling, doing that, did that too. Did something like that too. Keep going, did that.
Thank you.
Hey, Bowie.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Tired?
Oh. Keep going. See, no. You can go a little faster. No. Okay, you see how you start doing too much? Alright, bro. That's fine. Keep going.
Alright, I think I'm gonna do the fill first and then I'll do the cut down.
Okay, do what you gotta do.
Okay.
Can you make them thick?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Mommy? Damn, your daddy.
No, the TV turned off.
Oh, no. Okay.
And she go crawling. Where you
No,
think
no,
you
no,
going?
I'm coming.
Where you think you going?
I'm coming, Mommy. Where's Mama?
Babies are so cute. Keep going. Nope, nope, nope. Valentino, nope. Nope, losing me. Nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Mm-mm. Not a chance in hell, actually. Mm-mm. Nope. What happened?
My mother always bringing stuff over here. A goddamn couch. Like a one-seater.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not liking them either. All right, let's get out of this and go to Instagram. Oh, wait. Yeah, my fault. This is what I had sent her. We could get out of these. Let's go here. Uh-oh. The yellow's cute though. Alright. Oh, alright. Woo, boy. No, that needs to be studied. In the scroll. So scroll. Scroll. Oh. What? Okay. No. No, it's not. Actually. Oh, that's cute, but that's about it. That's you. Ugh. What you pose it for? Nah. Ooh. Send this to her. Okay, scroll. What? What? Come on. Where did the nails go? Oh, okay. Actually, go on her page.
I'll be right back.
Where you going?
On the park.
Okay.
Yeah, go on her page. ATR nails, she be doing it for me. Okay, so let's just look through her page real quick, see what she got. Hell no. Nope.
Thank you for sharing.
Hey, you all. Oh, you got dust on you.
You want to help?
Yeah, I can't get it off.
Oh, sweet.
You know. Metro woman was she do hair too? That's that Houston shit, bro. Like, they do everything. They do your wax, your hair, your nails, your lashes, your toes, and maybe even your wedding. Like
Not a
Pilates, they
wedding.
sculpt your body. Like it's too much, bro. It's a one-stop shop in Houston, bro. If they knew how to do BBLs, they'd probably do that too. The 15K deal, come get it all done.
That's not a deal?
And you get a subscription for the rest of the year though for the hair and the nails, but like the BBL is.
I missed it.
Child. Anyways, so. Break it down.
That's you.
What the hell? You just went past mad sets. It's alright. You can still go past them. They're not even eating for real.
This I gotta get real close. So the camera, you gotta wait.
Period.
Where did I put that? Oh.
That dress ugly as hell. We not go. Nah, go back, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I need to dwell on that for a second. Look at that shit. Why would they ever put that pink thing on the bottom? It was so tea before. Yeah, go ahead. The purse is a cupcake? And then she's posing with a green Lambo. Please scroll before I get mad. Damn, now we back in the beginning. Nope. Nah. What's wrong with me?
Mommy, there's nothing wrong with you.
What's wrong, baby?
You need a nap, Mommy?
She dancing though.
I'm crying. Crying and dancing is kind of outrageous.
She was dancing while she was crying. It was just a lot, you know? Period. Cuticles is cut.
Mommy,
Put the bubble back in your mouth. What happened, the mommies? The snuggie? Yeah, I know, baby. I know.
Mommy,
Life's
stop
just
the
so hard.
nonsense.
You know it's hard out here for a pimp. You know I'm trying to make this money for the rent. With all the Cadillac and days money spent. Okay. Not really, honestly. It just pissed me off that you even asked me that. Who is Chichuro? She like it on her post. I don't even know. Just continue. vacation nails go crazy. Some Houston shit. Oh yeah, I saw those already. Did something with that. Yeah, I sent that to you. Yeah, move on. Oh, I was just saying, let's not dwell on the past for too long. I know how you get it. I'm about to order McDonald's. Can you actually order me McDonald's after this? Oh, you're so right. Oh, God. It is. Like, that's what I'm saying. Who is doing that? I don't like anything about that. That thumbling is like, wow. Like, that shit is really throwing me off. Somewhere in the clouds. Yo, I'm talking about Poochie Queen. That's cute. But now we in February. I don't like it. Keep scrolling, my mom. You know what? Let's go ahead and get off her page. Let's keep scrolling, see what we see. And then after this, it got about like 10 more scrolls out of me. Before we, wait, go back down. Go to that with the dirty hand. Okay, set by Mimi. See what you're talking about. No. Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. All through this hell. What's she tearing up? Raw chicken.
Oh wow, the disrespect.
Who did it?
The brush.
This one?
It's on the floor.
Okay. Nope. I need this. All right. TikTok it is. Damn. Damn. Shanisha, you still with me? Hold on. Yo, please. Smarter la little. We have to make this. What? Okay, Drew. What? Bow. Are you typing for me or? Yo, son. So type. Click it. Damn. Not really. Nope. I mean, that like ring nail right there isn't too unappealing. Take a look.
Ring nail.
On the top right corner. Top.
This nail. Black and yellow.
Yes. It's like, it's camo and yellow though. Well, not camo. It's like leopard.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. I'm sending this to you. Can't get a little milk, boy. I'm searching for my soul. Oh, hello. How'd you get over here?
Moomy?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Take it down. Take it down. Right now. You wanna know? Whoa. We dead don't care, shorty. And see, this is when I start getting irritated. Waste of time. Waste of time. I don't know what to do. She needs some over it. I don't know. Oh. She just laid out on the floor. She had a rough day, you know?
You know what?
She got so much personality, and I love that.
Fine. Just fine.
As long as you're... Do you have any inspo?
I have a lot. I don't think you'd like any of them, like what I think. I don't know. I can show you what I have.
Okay. Shit. This is your daughter.
She needs a nap. Yes, this is embarrassing.
No, it's not.
My daughter laid out on the carpet.
Hi, mommy. She love that glove.
She's not putting it in her mouth.
No.
right?
She has her binky in her mouth. Baby, I just want to dance.
Oh,
I
mommy.
just want to dance.
I pray for you every day. I don't hate it.
Right?
I don't hate it.
I kind of do.
Oh, my bad.
It was like,
It was cute for a second.
yeah.
I guess I hate it then.
Okay.
Imagine they say no.
Hmm?
The TV.
Mm.
Right.
Shanice, this is all your fault. Show me what you got, because I'm about to lose my mind. Not you. What I got? I really love these. Like, we definitely have to do these one day.
Just not today. Those are cute. Didn't we talk about those a while ago?
Yeah. I just like the blue flowers on them. You have to post the TikTok I sent you where the guy was in the background talking some sugar, sugar, sugar. You have to put your nails to that because that's your
You know
your
what
name.
I was telling my
yeah.
you know what I was telling my friend? I was like, there's a TikTok that I want to make where it's like my client is asking me her, like my opinion on something, and it's that sound in the background where it's like, how do you know what's good for me? And then she's like, it's my opinion.
Yeah.
She's sleeping, isn't she?
No, she up with the glove.
Oh, okay. No, it's okay.
Hi,
too.
mommy. Her little earrings so cute.
Girl, she lost one. She's mismatched earrings.
Oh,
Ain't that a shame?
how did she do that? You know, yeah, honestly.
Just leave her alone. My $400 earring. And I have no idea where it is. Mommy, get down from what you're trying to do. I'm not mad at the colors.
Not mad at
I
it
kind
either.
of like the orange and baby blue.
Okay.
I think that's cute.
Baby blue.
If that's not baby blue and bugging,
That's white. That's white. But we can do orange and blue because I'm going to Morgan State University.
thank you. Period.
The Morgan State University. On a Tuesday. Got your girl in the club and she ain't choosing. Shanice, whose girl you got in the club that ain't choosing? None. Okay. Sugar, sugar, sugar. Sugar, sugar.
That girl's too much. You hear me?
Yeah, mama.
Okay. Let's cut them down. And then we'll give them a shave.
shape them with the other one that we like?
Right here. There you go. Cooperate. How does our boo feel about you going to school? Your boo? How about you going to school?
You're gonna have to accept that. Well, she going to North Carolina right now. She moving out there, so I'm like, yeah.
How? Okay.
You got tired of it?
No, it's dying.
Oh.
That's mine.
Yeah, you please, cause it gets real crazy. Stop being rude.
As fuck. Look at me.
Rude.
Again. I gotta get another glove.
I think it's more pushback because my natural nails underneath it too. Ooh, sorry.
No, you didn't hurt me.
Okay.
Period. You feel more functional?
I could have functioned. I functioned. It was just stop before I cry. They're so little. Nah, this is gonna come in clutch though from like moving
When
in
they
and
grow
stuff.
out, especially?
Yeah, cause especially depending on like when I come back.
Which you will come back.
I will come back.
Oh, okay.
I mean, like when I get back up here, that's what I mean. Be calm, be calm, be calm.
Just download the app, snap your items, list them across the loads of different categories, and sell them with no fees. Don't use it? Sell them. In the summer of 1462, the most feared army on earth marched into Wallachia to erase one man, and instead walked straight into a field of 20,000 people mounted on wooden stakes. The Sultan, who had just conquered Constantinople with one look at it, turned his horse around and went, "The man who grew that forest of bodies is the same man later accused of pulling up a chair and eating his dinner in the middle of it, the forest outside Turkey." Mehmed II was not a man who scared people. He was 30 years old, he had already taken Constantinople and ended the Roman Empire, and in the spring of 1462, he brought somewhere around 35,000 troops north across the Danube to deal with a minor prince who had stopped paying his tribute. On paper, this should have been a quick errand. Wallachia was small, poor, and extremely much bigger than others. Mehmed expected a short campaign and a new puppet on the throne by autumn. What he got instead was a masterclass in psychological warfare. Vlad burned his own crops, poisoned his own wells, funneled rivers into swamps and evacuated entire villages so the Ottoman army would march for days through a scorched
Right, so damn
empty,
stupid.
roofless country.
Right, the
Some accounts
scientist.
say he even
Yes.
sent
We
news
still-
She just
plague
called her
and
man
leprosy
baby
to the
doll.
Turkish camp on purpose, which is one way to do
What place for her?
biological
What sign is she?
warfare in the 15th
I
century.
don't know, some stupid
Then the
shit.
Ottomans reached the capital, Turgevishte, and
I hope
founded
she's not a
Mecca.
Capricorn.
And just outside the walls,
I'ma just.
Shanice, do you know what sign she is?
Oh, stupid ass.
Do you know what sign Mariah the Scientist is? No. Let's look this shit up.
I have to know because make sure I don't have another baby during that month. Watch her be a Cancer.
Vlad had captured during a brutal winter raid along the Danube, now displayed in neat rows on sharpened poles. Chaco Condyles adds the detail that finishes the picture. Infants still pinned to
October
their
27th,
pillows,
Scorpio.
and birds
Yuck.
nesting comfortably in the rib cages
That's actually
and
yuck.
hollowed-out chests of the dead. Men had personally overseen the deaths of thousands of people, and even he was
I would have expected her to like,
Put her foot down.
yeah. She just
Very strange. Very strange.
such things. A man with that kind of terrible imagination for how to rule. Mehmed ordered a defensive trench dug around his own camp, which tells you exactly how safe the conqueror of Constantinople felt that night. Within days, he left. One caveat worth being honest about, because we are trying to be accurate here and not just spooky. Our numbers come from an interesting mix of sources. The 20,000 figures from Chalco
Feel like I'm squeezing your fingers so hard. My God, relax.
In a letter he wrote to the Hungarian king, Matthias Corvinus, in February of 1462, Vlad proudly tallied up his winter Danube campaign at 23,884 Turks and Bulgarians killed, and he specifically noted that this did not count the ones burned alive in their homes, or the ones whose heads were simply lopped off in the field. So our star witness to the scale of the horror is partly the man who did it, writing what was essentially a fundraising letter to a king he wanted crusade money from. Modern historians think the collective impalement totals across his career got inflated by everyone involved, but even the skeptical version leaves you with a field of thousands of bodies that made the most powerful man in the world go home. Son of the dragon. So who builds a thing like
These
that?
moves
To understand
are
how,
raising
you
deep
have to understand
child.
the neighborhood he was born into.
They need
Because it was
some help.
genuinely one of the worst
You
advocates.
feel okay about them?
Yeah.
Wallachia
Bye.
sat directly on the fault line
You know,
between
they
Catholic
kind of
Hungary
shortened, but they're still a little ducky.
Oh, yeah, no, we're fine.
Two superpowers who both wanted it and neither of whom asked politely. Being Prince of Wallachia was less a royal appointment and more a very short life expectancy. Vlad III was born around 1428 to 1431, most likely in the town of Sighisoara in Transylvania. His father was Vlad II, and in 1431, the Holy Roman Emperor Sigismund inducted Dad into the Order of the Dragon, a fancy crusading club sworn to fight the Ottomans.
And at this point, it basically is just like an overlay.
And Vlad Sr. wore
I'm
it
not
so
gonna lie.
proudly
Because
that
it's
people
literally your
started
nail on the
Yeah.
bottom. Like, the tip is
calling him
gone.
Vlad the
Yeah.
Dragon, which makes his son Vlad Dracula.
Girl math?
Here's where the name gets its teeth.
We did that. Ooh, we might have ate with that.
Dracula just means
We might have
son of
chewed.
Dracula,
Like,
son of the dragon.
a little devour, actually.
Perfectly noble. Except in Romania, the word drac drifted over the centuries to also mean the devil. So depending on how you squint and what era you are reading in, Dracula
I give you
means
creative
either
control.
son of the dragon,
Oh,
or son
don't
of the
do
devil.
that.
The
Really?
history is never fully
I'm about to just give you creative control. I don't really know. I don't know what to do right
in
now.
Anatolia.
I have no idea what to do.
Okay.
Vlad was still a
I
boy.
will, I will figure it out.
Show me something. Like I really don't know what to do right now. Like you know me.
Yeah.
Over his two younger sons as hostages. Vlad and his little brother Radu were shipped off to an Ottoman fortress deep in Anatolia, essentially collateral to guarantee Dad's good behavior. The two boys reacted
Especially because we've never been this linked before. So it's really all in your
learned
hands.
the language, embraced court life, converted, and became close friends with the young Ottoman prince Mehmed. The same Mehmed.
I'm about to order food though. You want some?
Radu got the
Yeah.
nickname the Handsome.
Depends on what it is.
Surprising.
Shanice, I'm not getting you no goddamn food.
Vlad was difficult.
Talking about in my ear. I want thumb. You feel like a badass kid.
He spent his teenage years as a resentful prisoner.
Why would you do
No,
that?
bro, because now I have to do life with her, bro. I'm not doing this.
The Sultan's governed through fear and very
Exactly, and that closed mouth would definitely not get fed. Fuck
The
around.
Ottomans themselves used.
At all.
Why Vlad grew up to be the way he was. A chunk of the answer is this.
You're in my headphones,
Raised
bro.
inside the empire, he would spend his adult life trying to destroy. There was also a fresh wound driving him. While the boys were hostages, their father and older brother back home were murdered by their own nobles.
Boy, if I order food, do you want something?
Suddenly held a spare heir they could install whenever it suited them. That is genuinely how Vlad first touched the throne in 1448 as a teenage.
I don't know. I gotta see. Like I'm just on the app. Normally I just get McDonald's, but I don't know. Mexico City is like it's talking to me. I don't know. Do I want a quesadilla?
Nothing
I
says
don't.
quite like being
Quesadilla?
overthrown by
No, like
your
look at it, bro.
younger
Like
sibling on
it looks
behalf of
it
the
looks
people who
thick.
kidnapped you both. The
like
ones
meaty, like you know, quesadillas are supposed to be meaty but not too meaty. Like it looked more like a taco.
I'm like trying to see it in my head. I'm like,
It's not cute. Like I promise you, it's not cute. Oh, that's tea.
take a picture of that. Go get that.
Let's talk about the actual signature move.
Thought it was a game.
Because Vlad did not earn the name Epish by being subtle. Impalement was not his invention. It was an old punishment used across the region. What set Vlad apart was scale,
You are
consistency, and a genuinely disciplined craft. Done quickly, impalement kills fast.
She needs to order me food for real. I don't know what I
It was
want.
engineered to do the opposite. The stakes were often deliberately rounded and blunted at the tip, sometimes even oiled. So they
What do you mean? What do you mean you don't know what I want?
The stake went in, usually from below, and was worked slowly upward until it emerged through the chest, the shoulder, or the mouth. Then the
Get out
bone
my
was
head.
planted upright,
Beautiful.
and the victim's own body weight did the rest, sinking them down over hours or even days. It was a punishment designed for maximum duration.
Look at that comes off.
And Vlad
Period.
understood the vision.
Love it.
He
I gotta
arranged
get
the
Jamaican
oval
food before I leave.
patterns,
What's your
and
question?
rows around cities and roads, with the height of the stake
Okay, I'm
often
serious.
signaling
Wait, let me laugh. Wait.
dead by a tall pole. It was aimed at everyone who passed by. Nobody who saw it was ever needed to plain explain to
Okay,
us.
go ahead, talk.
The Ottomans, who knew a thing or two about him, called him Kazım Bey, the Impaler Lord. The Ottoman chronicler Tursun Bey used that name around 1500. The Romanian version,
There you
Epish,
go.
from the word for stake, actually came later. In his own
Fight a
lifetime,
bit.
he signed his letters Dracula. The Impaler was a title history pinned on him after he was already dead, which feels appropriate. How many people ended up on the stakes total is one of those questions that gets bigger the further you get from the facts. A papal legate around 1464 put the figure at roughly 40,000. A later papal source claimed he had personally ordered the deaths of more than 100,000 people. Serious modern historians
Any
look at
pain?
those numbers, cough lightly, and
It's
suggest
like
the real
sensitive,
total
but
of
Okay.
his violent career was more in the range of
What'd you say,
tens of
Shanice? Am I gonna tell them that I
spread across
know?
Impalement, burning, decapitation, and drowning. Because Vlad was
Oh, does she
nothing
strip
but
her?
versatile. Even the deflated,
How long have we not been talking?
still makes him one of the
Ooh,
deadliest rulers of the
shit.
century relative
I
to
don't
the
know
size
about
of the
that,
tiny country
queen.
we ran. The Easter reckoning.
What?
Usually it was aimed. and
It's
often
given
it was
it's already in a
to
trait.
understand his relationship with
Wow.
the Wallachian nobility
And just do that.
the boyars, you have to go
And
back
just
to what
do that.
happened to his family.
Okay, overlay. I know that's right.
The boyars of Targovish turned on his father and killed him.
Can
His
you
older
fix
brother,
this one?
Yusir,
It's
got
kind
worse.
of
He was
weird.
blinded
Okay.
with hot iron and buried alive. Vlad remembered, around 1457, once he was firmly in power, he invited the boyar families to a grand Easter feast. They came in their finest silks.
My mom's gonna have to
expecting
feel
a
this. She was like,
celebration. Instead,
So small.
according to the accounts,
So
the
small.
older
I'm
gonna
children
like
were
'em?
seized and impaled on
she
the
was like,
spot.
are we gonna go shorter? I'm like, this is short.
The younger,
Shit.
stronger ones had different
Please,
sentences.
please.
Yeah, but we can go shorter when we're retiring.
Like, come on, bro.
Put them to work rebuilding a fortress on a crag high above the Argesh River.
But
Why do you want to make me unhappy?
like, nah, for big occasions though, you already know. I'm gonna be like, okay, let's do this, let's do that. Let me see what I can work with. Let me see what I can work with.
Exhaustion or simply fell from
My stilettos actually come in clutch though for
Like events and stuff?
nah, for Pandora because I be having to open the clips and stuff.
Oh, and it helps?
Yes, and I
Are you going back to P&D?
yes, I'm going back. They told me to send my availability. I said shit,
picked up
okay.
one more
I'm
legend
like,
along the way.
I gotta
When
see.
the Ottomans closed in years
I gotta
later,
meet
Vlad's
with my
first wife
co-chair
was
today
said
so
to
that we
have
can
thrown
make up
herself from the
the
tower
Google
into
Calendar
the
so I know my
river
actual
rapidly
availability.
captured,
Okay.
giving the
Because you're
Wallachians
going to do Amazon too?
Yeah.
And just
Because I'm
to
doing
clear
Amazon
this
too, but I also have events. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make sure all money moves move money. Okay?
I like that. I like that.
trap, he barely
But
fell
and to answer your question,
burning
Shanice,
the Saxon town.
honestly,
If you want
we
to
haven't
know why
spoke since
history
May.
remembers Vlad as a cartoon
But is there, like,
monster
beef?
instead of a stern frontier prince, you have to look at who was holding the pen. And the answer is German merchants he had personally terrorized. To the south of Wallachia sat the wealthy Saxon trading towns of Transylvania.
No, I ain't finna say shit.
Places like Brasov, which the Germans called
Because at that
Hermannstadt,
point, it's not like I have to
and
watch your back for
which they called
nothing.
Hermannstadt.
Like,
These towns had money,
I had
printing
you,
presses,
and then
an
I lost
annoying
you.
habit of sheltering
Did I
Vlad's
lose you?
rival claimants to the throne.
Did I?
That combination did not end well for them. Vlad raided the Saxon towns repeatedly around 1459
Yeah, I'm
and
about to really go.
1460. He burned their suburbs,
Like, I looked at
torched
everything
their
else and said, that shit is
outlying
ugly.
villages, and hauled prisoners
What?
up onto the hill overlooking Brasov, a peak
Don't make me,
called Mount Tanar,
don't make
where
me
he had
call
an impaled
Porsche.
full view of the city.
Oh, I love
Some
that.
of the wilder pamphlets would later claim tens of
Porsche.
thousands died in these raids.
Bacon
It's almost
Caesar
certainly nonsense,
McCrispy.
but
They
the
just
town's
making
own
shit
surviving
now.
records
Yeah,
do
I seen that the
document
other day. I'm like, I would never.
They just make
I would never have a
shit
Caesar
now.
from
On
McDonald's.
St. Bartholomew's Day in August of 1460,
Make them nice
he
and
struck
tick,
the
tick,
region
tick
around
like the other ones.
Come on,
reportedly
bro.
impaled thousands more. Here is why this matters for our story. These are the exact people who, a few decades later, would sit
I really
down
hope they
at
don't
the
fry me this time and they put my right
immortalize
shit.
Vlad as a demon who ate
I
dinner
want
among
hunty
corpses.
mustard.
He gave them the trauma.
Hunty.
They gave him the legend. It was the medieval version of writing a devastating review of the guy who burned down your shop. Except
Oh,
for the
nana.
lasted 500 years. Dinner among the dead. Now, the dinner party. This is the image that made him immortal. So let's actually look at where it comes from. After Vlad fell from power in 1462, German printers went absolutely feral with his story. A wave of pamphlets titled The Story of Voivode Dracula rolled off the new printing presses, with something around 13 or 14 different editions printed across German towns. Over the
Medium
following decades.
caramel
This was
apple
the
pie
15th century,
frappe.
Don't do
with the
that
story
shit.
going
What
viral.
in the?
And Vlad
Why
was
would they
the
even
villain of
do
that
some shit?
image. One 1499 edition printed in Europe came with a woodcut illustration that you have almost certainly seen. It shows Vlad sitting calmly at a table, having a meal in the open air.
I'm fucking with this, I can't lie.
Field of impaled bodies,
Mia.
Oh, my
while a
fault.
man chops up corpses next to him. That single image is where the whole dinner with the dead legend comes from. And it is the source of the later stories
my
that
shit.
Honestly, you hear this shit so much, you start doing a little 1, 2 to it.
That's what I'm saying though. Like,
among the freshly impaled. One of his nobles supposedly held his nose against the smell of all that blood and death. Vlad asked what was
oh
wrong.
yeah.
The stench was getting to him.
Yo, the
Vlad
stems
had
we're about to
impaled
have in that
stayed
house.
taller than all the others, so that he could be up above the smell.
Oh, they really gonna be sitting there like, oh, we're dead ass whole
Which is
time.
exactly why you should treat it with some suspicion. Because here's the honest part. Those German pamphlets were mostly written by Transylvanian Saxons. And the Saxons hated Vlad with good reason. They had every motive to paint him as a drooling monster for a paying audience that loved a good gruesome read. The forest of 20,000 bodies outside Tarkirstein.
What is wrong with you?
History. The specific image of Vlad calmly buttering his bread in the middle of it is closer to a medieval tabloid cover. Both things can be true at once. He genuinely built the corpse forest, and his enemies genuinely turned him into a
Oh, gotta stretch.
The title of this video is where those
Yeah.
two threads got tied
There you go,
together.
I'm old.
Now you know the knot. The same
I forgot we have a 9 a.m.
banquet story, and this one might be even darker.
Nah, bro. When people try to make fun of us if we have an I'm be like, at least it's mine. Like, you know that one TikTok sound? Shanice. She's mine.
Oh my gosh, it is so much fun. So we already know the cats are subscribed already. So we gotta mark these off because look, they're going
Bingo was his name. Oh.
and cats can't just touch it. So they basically can eat any cats like that. So let's mark this one off, and then we'll mark these ones and this row also. And look, there's only one more purple, which means there's a cat there.
Something in this liquid.
Let me see this here.
Where you get to find cats, which is so much more fun. So if you haven't tried Sudoku, tackle and check
What am I
it out.
doing? Oh, this. Where's the piece? Where did I put it?
One tale claims Vlad decided to solve poverty in his realm the efficient way. He invited the sick,
You gotta get my
the old,
skin.
the crippled, and the beggars of
skin?
the land to
Yeah,
a
I
huge
don't know what
feast
that
in
is.
a
It was
great
sticking
hall.
me.
Fed them well.
Like stabbing you.
Not too bad, but like I don't know what she got going on.
Want forever. When they
And the
happily said
Shanice
yes,
fault.
he had the doors boarded shut and the hall burned to the ground with everyone inside. In the story, this counts as Vlad curing poverty by eliminating the poor.
You kind of
which is
believe
the kind of
it.
logic that only makes sense to a man who thinks a steak is a reasonable answer to most problems. Is it true? Probably heavily embellished from the same Saxon presses, but it stuck. Because it fit the man they had already decided he was, the Golden Cup. The strange thing about Vlad is that terror was also his form of government, and by the standards of a lawless medieval frontier,
These two
it
are
sort
too
of worked.
long.
There is a famous story from a Russian account of his reign about a golden cup. Vlad supposedly placed a
Oh, they're so small, but they're so cute.
at a public fountain in a market
It'd be
square.
beautiful, I
Anyone could use
No, I know.
Nobody
I'm
was
not
allowed
even
to
stressed.
steal it, and nobody did. For years, the story goes, that cup sat there untouched in the open, because the alternative to leaving it alone was a very tall pole. His realm developed a reputation for being so crime-free that merchants could leave their goods in the street overnight and find them exactly where they left them, not because people were honest, but because people were terrified. This is the part of Vlad that Romanians would later hold on to. Not the sadist, but the one ruler in a chaotic age who made theft, corruption, and lawlessness genuinely disappear, even if his method was pointing at a field of stakes and saying, "Try me." Order through terror is still order. Being invaded and shaken down, a leader who scared his own criminals straight was not the worst thing on the menu. His diplomacy ran on the same fuel. One well-known tale, reported by the Hungarian court historian Antonio Bonfini, describes Ottoman envoys arriving at Vlad's court and refusing to remove their turbans, explaining it was against their custom to bare their heads. Vlad, ever helpful, decided to assist them in keeping their custom permanent, and had their turbans nailed to their skulls with small iron spikes, so they would never have to take them off again. Whether that literally happened or not, the fact that people believed it about him tells you everything about his brain.
It hurts?
Night attack.
Of course it does. What the hell?
Because
What kind of
Vlad did
person
not
is
just
that?
wake up in his corpse forest and hope. Do the math of his campaign. It looks hopeless on paper. Mehmed had roughly 35,000.
Oh, baby, that's your
some
hyponychium.
of the best soldiers.
What the hell is that?
Okay, so when you wear nails, do you see the skin that's behind your nail? It grows up.
Shepherds handed a spear.
Perfectly normal.
A stand-up battle.
Kill it.
I cannot kill it. You will bleed.
17, he attempted one of the boldest moves in medieval warfare. He gathered thousands of horsemen, disguised some of his men in Ottoman gear, and launched a surprise raid straight into
Kill
the
it.
Mehmed's camp in the dark.
gonna
This is where all those years as a hostage paid off, because Vlad knew the language, knew the uniforms,
Still love you though.
exactly how an Ottoman camp was laid out. The goal was simple and audacious.
You know it's me though. Like who else would be?
Himself, decapitating the invasion in a single night. For a few hours, it was chaos and torchlight and slaughter. But the plan had one fatal flaw. In the dark, Vlad's men hit the wrong tents. Instead of reaching Mehmed, they tore into the pavilions of two of his top viziers, Mahmud Pasha and Ishak Pasha. The Ottoman troops, under strict orders to hold their positions and not go stumbling into the darkness, refused to panic and break, which was the entire thing Vlad was counting on. By dawn, he withdrew. The Sultan was still alive. The raid did not
Okay,
win
where's mine?
on its own.
You.
It stacked it up with the plague, the scorched earth, the poisoned wells, and then the sight of that field of 20,000 bodies a few days later, and you can understand why Mehmed decided Wallachia simply was not worth it. He pulled out and left Vlad's handsome brother Radu behind, the claim to the throne. The exhausted warriors, who had frankly had enough of living under a man who impaled people for a hobby, slowly drifted over to Radu. And just like that, Vlad's greatest reign was over. Killed as a Turk. Vlad's story does not end cleanly, because almost nothing about him does. After losing his throne, he fled to Hungary, expecting help. And instead, the Hungarian king Matthias Corvinus arrested him and kept him locked up for around 12 years. Corvinus had pocketed crusade money that was supposed to fund a war and needed a good excuse. So blackening Vlad's reputation with those atrocity stories was rather convenient for him too. Eventually, Vlad was released, remarried into the Hungarian royal family. And in November of 1476, he clawed his way back onto the Wallachian throne one final time. It lasted only weeks. In late December of 1476, or early January of 1477, he was killed in battle against an Ottoman-backed rival near Bucharest. How exactly he died is a mess of competing stories, which is fitting for a man whose whole life was a mess of competing stories. One account, passed down to a Russian diplomat who later spoke with Vlad's surviving relatives, says Vlad had climbed a hill to watch his own men crush the enemy, and in his usual habit, had disguised himself as a Turk to move around unnoticed. In the chaos, his own soldiers mistook him for an actual Ottoman and cut him down before anyone realized what they had done. Other versions add betrayal into the mix, since his personal guard had been thinned out and enemies were everywhere. Either way, the man who terrified two empires may have been killed by a case of mistaken identity caused by his own favorite disguise.
I can make a fist.
The
Oh my.
Ottomans hacked his body to
Really
pieces.
no. If
His
somebody
head was
play with me,
reportedly preserved in honey and shipped to Mehmed in Constantinople.
Girl, this is an overlay. Fuck this shit. This is an overlay. I don't care what nobody said.
no, it is.
There's a
This is an overlay though. Like no shade.
Dead homies.
in Europe ended up as the trophy on someone else's. And where is he buried?
Mind you, and it would have been longer too,
Bishop points to the island monastery of Snegov near Bucharest.
cause like my nails underneath were longer.
Grave in 1933,
But I didn't want
they found
them.
no body
They
at all.
don't.
Just
Okay.
some first
No,
bones.
don't.
You know what?
Others
No.
argue for a different
You ever see that cartoon where the person is like trying not to cry like this?
Yes.
Vampire versus hero, which brings us finally to the Fangs. Most people know Vlad only as the inspiration for Count Dracula, and that connection is thinner than you would ever guess. Bram Stoker, writing his novel in 1897, found the name Dracula in an old book about Wallachia that included a footnote saying the word meant devil. Stoker liked the sound of it and borrowed it. That is essentially the entire link. In Stoker's surviving notes for the novel, Vlad, the Impaler's actual life, his deeds, his campaigns, none of it appears. The Count is not built on the boy book. The rich modern idea that Count Dracula is secretly Vlad the Impaler was largely stitched together much later, especially by a best-selling 1972 book that fused the vampire and the historical prince in the popular imagination forever. The blood drinker and the stake planter became one man in our heads, and they were never really the same person at all. Here is the twist the horror movies leave out. In Romania, Vlad is not the monster. He is closer to a national hero, the harsh but incorruptible prince who defended a small Christian country against the largest empire on earth, who imposed order on a lawless land, who left a golden cup out and dared the world to touch it. The 19th century Romanian poets who helped build the modern nation wrote about him as a patriot, a man who would have known exactly what to do with corrupt officials and foreign bullies. One survey found that something like a third of Romanians said they would vote for him for president, which is a genuinely wild thing to say about a man whose greatest hits include a forest of 20,000 corpses. The West turned him into a vampire who eats dinner among the dead. His own country remembers the man who stopped Mehmed the Conqueror in his tracks with nothing but a ruined countryside and 20,000 very persuasive wooden stakes. Take your pick. You would probably enjoy the argument.
Can you straighten this one out more? It's kind of doing a do.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my file.
Okay. Oh, we're done with the drill?
Yeah, I think so.
Score!
First thing in the morning,
Score!
shower, get ready. After about 30 minutes, I'm ready to get started.
Where's my sister? Right here.
Teaching and head out between work, the gym, and everything else. If you
Come
go
on,
to the has been a really convenient way to start losing weight. I got it prescribed 100% online on Google.
You're born in a stone house clinging to the slope in the Tibetan mountains at 13,000 feet. Second child and first daughter. Nobody throws a feast, but nobody looks disappointed either. Here, children are children. Years pass, and you turn 4. You finally understand your family's dynamics. Your father farms on barley territory, agricultural steppes.
Okay, Mamadou is on his way on a bike.
When you're this high up, even farming.
They be stressing me out on them bikes because the whole time they be lying like shit.
Mother, on the other hand, keeps the house running. She churns butter, cards wool, and takes care of the family's yaks. But the children aren't left out. Your brother helps your father on the barley terraces, while you help your mom.
And you know, if you weren't wearing them,
It would have been over.
overweight.
Your mother teaches you to spin wool the way the
Get this bitch up off the floor. She need a medic.
right foot moves, and even between brown fingers, the wheel turning steadily under a kneading foot. Your first attempts are lumpy and uneven. You expect her to scold you, but she doesn't. She just unspools it and hands it back. Again, she says. You do it 40 more times before dinner. Now you wish she had just scolded you. Still, it works, as by winter, your thread runs smooth. And that's not the only thing she teaches you. She also teaches you about plants. You learn which ones along the field's edge feed the goats and which ones kill them. You also learn which one will kill you. That frightens you, as in your eyes, the leaves might very well be twins. So you memorize the difference. But not before
That hurt?
almost poisoning a goat.
Okay.
But chores aren't the only things you do. You play with your brother and other kids. They let you tag along as they skip stones on the irrigation channel. You hate it because your arm is weak and your stones mostly sink. But what annoys you the most is that whenever you ask your brother how he got so good, he always says he learned it from Tibetan monks. Still, you love your life, because what's there not to love? Years pass, and you're 16 now. Your brother is grown and married. He lives in a house on your father's land, so he's close enough to wave at from the terraces. Except you avoid visiting his house now. This is because his wife always asks when you're getting married. They don't visit often either. That's why the house feels quieter with just you and your parents in it. It's so quiet that you notice the voices in the next room the night the visitor comes. You're not meant to be listening. You do anyway. You hear words like marriage and 3 brothers being thrown around. You know they're talking about you since marriage is mentioned. You just don't understand what 3 brothers have to do with you. The answer comes quickly, as 2 nights later, your mother sits you down properly. But she isn't alone, as you see your father standing near the door too. You notice that he looks like he'd rather be anywhere else. Your mother tells you that she knows you overheard them speaking when the visitor came. and that she believes it's better you
Okay,
understand
mama
what's
do
happening.
here, period.
She explains
Oh, you want me to let you go?
family has come to ask for your hand in
Yeah, in a
marriage.
sec.
Okay,
You
let me
smile.
know.
The joy you feel is evident. Always look forward to the day.
Boy, is parking looking bad out
Most
there?
of your peers are already married.
Damn.
But before you can overreact, your mother asks you to let her finish. She tells you that it's not one of their sons that wants to marry you, but 3 sons. You ask how that can be possible. Your mother then explains to you that her father died 5 winters back, that a blizzard took him on the high path, and his body was never found. She also tells you that their mother died years before that,
Oh, no.
the youngest.
Okay.
She then tells you plainly that there's no one left to run their house
Oh.
except the
It's
sons
food, boy. It's
themselves.
food.
It's at that moment your father adds that although the family has
You
3
should have told
sons,
him.
they only have enough land to feed 1 household, and not 3. He explains that if each brother took his own wife, the land would split 3 ways when it came to inheritance, and if it split 3 ways, none of them would be left. He explains that this is why they share, that with 1 wife, they stay in 1 house, and the piece of land stays whole. Throughout their explanation, your face has shown an array of expressions, and none of them is good. Your mother notices it. She sighs and tells you that this arrangement is not shameful, as it's how families like theirs survive up here. You ask why it has to be you who have to survive it. Neither of them answers that one directly. Your father just says,
I don't see anything like you're right.
that's more than most girls get. A month later, 2 men come to your house. When they arrive, your father asks you to bring tea and say little.
Thank you.
Your mother tells you that they're
Thank
the ones who
you.
asked for your hand in marriage. This makes you curious as you watch them closely. The eldest, a man in his 20s, is broad through the shoulders and doesn't
counting?
smile once. He speaks to your father, not to you. In the flat
18
tone, the
though.
man closing a deal on a yak. You already know he's going to be disturbed.
Oh, these are super
The other man
cute.
is the middle brother. He's a bit younger than his brother, but he looks at you when he says thank you for the tea. He even compliments the tea before taking a sip, saying it's a strong tea.
It's like you and Annette. This is like really your shape.
Something
Duck?
in you loosens slightly at that. You let
I don't
yourself
even recommend her to do nothing. I'll be like, girl, just get it done.
No, because she won't like it.
I'm not about to start over
And then
with you.
she's the same with her pinkies as well. Her shit be popping
my-
off.
I hate Annette's pinky.
you file
It'd be the first to go.
understanding it.
Just snap a photo and list in minutes. That's it. Once it sells, the buyer covers shipping, so there's no cost for you. And with 0 selling fees, what you earn is actually yours. With millions of users and low cost for your buyers, it's easy to start selling and earning. Download Vinted and list your first item today.
Boy, do you need something
Oh,
from
she's
me?
so cute.
What's she doing?
She laying down.
With Walmart Summer Style, you can leave
She went and got drunk earlier. She was chewing on shirts. It was a lot.
She said it was a lot.
She had the bra out. She had the wife beaters. I was like, wait, mommy. It's like,
Take
wait.
it easy, my queen.
She swore up and down it was hers. I don't know what y'all talking
Oh my
about.
god, she threw a fit. Over that damn white tee.
In the best dress. Bullseye team dress occasions like this.
Is it really? Who did it?
Still finds every scene anyway. The eldest brother, Tenzin, signs the marriage document. The middle brother, Norbu, stands beside him, silent distance. Your parents hand over a small store of dowry,
What?
a few coins, and a turquoise ornament.
What
that
you
was
mean
her
for
grandmother's.
yourself?
Like that plate that I just made, I thought I was gonna have it for myself.
It is a
Oh,
treat.
mommy had some.
She sure did.
What she's having?
By
Is that
midday,
juice?
You're walking
Okay.
to a house that isn't yours yet.
What juice is
Owned by
that?
a
Mango.
family that is now
Ooh, okay. Is there certain juice they can't have because it's too acidic for them? Like when they're younger?
The only thing I don't give her is cranberry.
I was
feel
gonna
like
say
it's
that's
really
too much,
tart.
right?
Not a stranger.
Yeah.
No,
If she
you
drink,
just gotta make sure it's 100% juice.
but it's really sour, boy. Cranberry juice.
Mother-in-law is soft and edgy.
Cranberry juice is really sour.
Like 100% authentic. It's a little.
You just gotta add water.
Settling
True.
low and cold as the floor beneath you.
Okay.
Cause I give her like orange juice, mango juice, grape
Have to work
juice.
it out alone.
Let her try different stuff.
Period. I wish I had juice too.
I can't stand you.
Like,
Throat as he explains the house rules to you. You notice that this seems to be alien to him.
I have to buy some of my business pro today. Remind me to do that.
Oh what?
My business pro, like
that?
my business outfits for school. Yeah, I think I'm gonna spend like 100 on that.
This way, no one will
Where you going, Burlington?
When you ask
Shane.
about days, there's
We
no
like Sheen. We love
Shane. I
Sheen.
get all my business stuff from Shane. Everybody be like, where you got that from? Shane. What else you got from Shane?
Shane.
Like,
Fashion
that's really
Nova.
dumb shit. You know, like, they need to sponsor me. Real life. I need to apply to be in that.
Girl, you need to start making content.
I ain't doing that.
Yes, you are.
I'm not doing- You need to tell Z to start making content. 5,000 followers overnight. Is she cool? You ain't see that?
What went viral?
She one of her posts. One of her posts went viral. The one we took pictures at and everything, that shit went viral, bro.
Girl, they fucking with you, girl.
That's what I said. I said, girl, you need to get in your content bag. She said, yeah, nah, deadass, I'm gonna take it serious. I was like, you should have been taking
Yes,
it
you need to
serious.
post like 3 times a day.
Like, what do you mean over 500K people viewed your
Are
profile?
you crazy?
Like,
I would have died.
To you, he's the younger sibling you never had. And to be fair, he treats you as the older sister he never had. He even starts calling you Ache, sister. You call him your little husband. He blushes every time you say it.
You don't want to say, you don't want to come back.
I'm not gonna force him.
Albeit one full question. Within a month, he's attached to you, and he's always by your side. He follows you to a little, asks why wool has to be spun this way and not that way, and wants to know if you're scared of the mountain spirits his brothers tease him about. One afternoon, you catch a spinning knot before it ruins an
My
hour's
boy is
work.
having a good time.
Fingers moving faster than he can follow. Immediately,
he probably get waited on hand and feet over there. He don't play.
I learned this from some Tibetan monk. You say straight-faced. He believes you for a full year. 2 years pass, and you have your first child, a son. When the midwife hands the boy over, Tenzin is the one who takes him first. He holds him with a kind of careful stiffness and says, Papa,
Boy, are you?
Papa, your child
He real though. Like, she did have a little lamb. Like,
later, grinning.
And you hear those songs just as much as I do, and they don't play back in your head.
I try not to let it get to me like that.
Nobody asks
Because I don't want to be on the train talking about Mary had a little lamb.
will.
you have to chill. You have to chill.
My bad.
Because this is the one question this house cannot survive being asked. This is the rule guiding the marriage. Since all brothers have agreed to share a wife, they must also share the children. But life doesn't pause because of the baby. Everybody still has their duties. Tenzin and Norbu work on the family's barley terrace. They spend most of their days at work. Karma helps them on some days. Other days, he helps you take care of the yaks, the baby, and the house. Tenzin also barters on behalf of the family. And when goods need to be taken down the mountain, he volunteers. Although he's stern,
You almost put it to bottle.
Norbu,
That girl got up.
from the physical duties,
No, the bottle's on the floor right now, actually, but it's like, I would say halfway.
always look forward to it as he makes you laugh in a way that surprises you, given where you are. It doesn't take long before you find yourself looking forward to the days when it's his turn at the door. Tenzin isn't like that. When you make a decision without asking him, like trading wool for salt with a neighbor at a fair rate, he tells you flatly that decisions about trade aren't good.
I think these are going to grow out so cute.
I think they are too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like real cute, real shaped.
I can't wait to see them in like 2 weeks.
Like,
That your natural nails, the duck is actually crazy.
we've come so far. We've come so far.
Even when you point out it worked out, he doesn't accept. Still, he's your husband now.
If you gotta go, go. I'll go get blessing and hopefully I find a parking spot.
6 years pass. More children have joined the family. A boy and 2
If I get a spot when I come back, I need you to take her back.
years. Age has had an effect on all of you. The children
Should I rush the
now
shipping?
more in number make the house
Or
lively.
when are you going back?
I go back Wednesday,
Yeah.
but I don't need it that soon.
Mother says the same thing in
Like,
jest whenever
because
School doesn't start immediately once you get there?
school starts the week after, and what it's saying for the delivery standard is the 24th through the 27th. If I rush it, it's the 21st through the 26th.
It's not that different.
It's not that different.
On the other hand, Norman, who's older now, still retains his carefree attitude. Except now he only scares of kids with ghost stories. But Karma is the one who has seen the most change, as tomorrow he will turn 16 and officially become a man according to your custom. There's no ceremony, as Tenzin simply tells him that evening that it's time for Karma to join the marriage officially. You knew it was coming, but knowing doesn't make it any easier to accept. So the arrangement made is for Karma to spend that night with you. The truth is, it isn't easy for either of you. He can't look at you. You even find yourself talking too much, building a silence with anything until it isn't unbearable anymore. Eventually, you make the first move as you guide him to perform his duties. It isn't easy.
Oh, wash.
Yes.
Your children grow up inside that abundance without knowing it's unusual. Every father instead one. Someone always home, even when someone else is gone for 6 weeks trading salt for grain across the passage. They call all 3 men father. You intend to keep it that way for as long as you can. Some days you watch your children with their fathers and think that whatever this house took from you, it gave you something back for it too. 2 years have passed since Karma joined the marriage. One way or another, you both come to accept the situation. Still, due to your past relationship with him, you dote on him. And in return, he puts you first, even above his brothers. But it happens so slowly, you don't even notice it happening. Firstly, he starts to ask your opinion before he asks your brother. Then he starts to sit close to you during meetings. You don't love him because you've raised him more than you married him, and some old habit in you still checks on him the way you check on a younger brother. You ask him if he slept well, and even if he's warm enough. You don't think anything of it. It's just how you've always been with him. But the others notice too. One evening, Tenzin said something about it. You spoiled him, he said, watching you mend Karma's coat instead of Norbu's, which is torn worse. He says it lightly, like a joke, but you notice his eyes don't point in. You laugh it off. He doesn't laugh with you. Next to him, Norbu says nothing at all, which is somehow worse. That's when you notice he has changed too. He used to talk to every children's child. Now he just moves in silence. Well, except when he's playing with kids. It seems they are the only ones he smiles to these days. More years pass as Karma turns 22. For a while, you notice that his countenance has changed. You ask him what's wrong, but he tells you nothing, that you shouldn't worry. Still, you press him for answers. You've known him since he was little, so he cares. He tells you what's going on. He tells you that since he joined the marriage, you haven't gotten pregnant. And how that means that none of the kids that call him father are really his. You mention the customs to him, but he just shoves them aside, saying his brothers have hope of at least being the father of one. He is not. And it feels like he's working for his brother's children in descendants. You don't have an
Do you actually boil her bottles?
so you do what you've always done
Yeah.
instead.
Do you find a difference in it, or you just done that?
I just feel like it makes me feel better about the germ thing.
Okay.
Because it's really easy when like the milk gets stuck to the sides of the bottle, and you don't want your baby to get botulism.
What's that?
It's like a bacteria that grows in like old milk.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Nothing happens.
How often does she still get milk? Like she still gets like.
a couple bottles. She's very food, a lot of
All
food.
you have to do is to become pregnant. But you forget it takes 2 to tango. 2 years pass, and the situation has gotten worse. Your favoritism is obvious now. You know, but you choose not to explain yourself. After all, it's a problem with an obvious solution, and you've solved harder things than this. Then one day, while the children are playing with Norbu, your youngest daughter walks up to Karma, saying, Norbu and Karma stop speaking entirely. Neither says much to you either. Tenzin tries, clumsily, to broker peace between them, but gets nowhere. Then one morning,
At National Heritage Academies, 3 of every 4 schools outperform their local district, with academics that help kids discover what they can be, and an oral-focused program that shows them who they can be. National Heritage Academies, find a school near you.
Get ready with me for my road check-in. In the time it takes me to get full glam, we could literally get started on road.
GLP-1 and just more control my appetite.
Karma is gone. There's the fun. Just gone. Everyone in the household is blind. Even the ones too young to say it. Months pass. You wait for a message, a rumor, anything. Nothing comes. When the children ask where he went, you tell them a story about trade routes in distant villages. Because the truth isn't one you can hand a child. But your troubles aren't over. As a month after Karma disappears, Nora leaves too. Tenzin tells you that he went to a monastery, and that he said he never wants to see your face again. He blames you for everything. From that day on, something in Tenzin changes. He used to be stern before. Now he's just distant. You watch him take on his absent brother's duties without complaint. You know he's only doing it for the children. You also know, though he never says it outright, exactly who he blames. The years pass slowly. You're 40 now. Your children have grown, and the youngest is now 15. You and Tenzin still don't speak. Then Tenzin doesn't return one day. His body is...
Okay, so what are we doing?
It turns out he was caught on the high
Stuff.
Alright. Carrying salt he traded for grain he never brought home. You bury what's left. And just like that, the house that once held 3 husbands holds none. Still, regret never leaves you. Mental stress and self-blame have taken their toll on you. Tenzin's death just becomes the last straw. You die a year later, in the home you built with 3 men. Your children. They're grown now, but they also carry scars from your mistake. So you believe they wouldn't make the same mistake you and their fathers made. You believe your death won't be missed. What you don't know is that in a village far away, a man weeps upon hearing of your death. When his children ask him why he's crying, he tells them. The same happens in a monastery. You're born in Athens, ancient Greece. On the day you were born, your mother passes away. Your father, after calculating the cost, realizes
Level 1, the Mache Wali. You are a commoner. You were born in a small adobe house on the edge of a chinampa. The chinampa is one of the floating gardens that ring the green. Your father... His father grew maize on this same plot. You will grow maize on this same plot until your body gives out. Or until the gods decide otherwise. The sun rises over the volcanoes in the east. You are already awake. You were awake before the sun.
Okay.
The sun does not wait for anyone, not even the emperor.
Same thing on the other.
You eat a piece of cold tortilla and drink water from a clay jar. You walk to your field carrying a digging stick made of fire-hardened wood. You have no metal tools. Nobody in the empire has metal tools for farming. The Aztecs know how to work copper and gold and bronze. But those metals are reserved for jewelry and ornaments and weapons of the nobility. Your hands are your tools. Your back is your tractor. Your sweat is the only thing that makes the maize grow.
Okay.
You work until midday. You eat another tortilla. You work until sunset. You walk home. You eat beans and chilies and a small piece of fish your wife caught in the canals. You sleep on a reed mat on the floor. You wake up before the sun. You do this every day of your life. Your taxes are paid in labor and goods. You owe the Kalpuli, your local ward, a portion of every harvest. You owe the temple a portion. You owe the noble who oversees your district a portion. What is left feeds your family if the harvest was good. If the harvest was bad,
I seen this new lamp. Basically, it's not really a lamp. It's like a folder kind of thing, but you could only really do it probably with like short nails. I'm gonna see if I find the video.
you do not speak of them.
Cause it's like, it basically, the radiation isn't over the entire hand. It's
Just on the
over-
nail.
Yeah, and it's like a little slot that you put your thumb in.
But it's not
on
enough
the
room if
side.
you want to do like a 3X or something.
You will march
God
hundreds of
damn.
miles to a city you have never heard
Like, I don't even think it's enough to do,
fight men who speak a
like,
language you do
extra
not
long,
understand.
no lie.
You may die.
extra long.
Like,
If you survive, you may bring back captives. Captives are currency in this world. A man who brings back captives can rise. A man who brings back nothing remains exactly what he is. You have not risen. You will not. You are exactly what you are. Your wife knows this. Your children will know it soon. They will inherit the same plot. They will inherit the same digging stick. Level 2. The Chinampa farmer of the city. They selected you for relocation.
Hey, Aura.
in 2014.
Oh, hell. Who
The
fell?
Empire needed
Brush.
bodies.
See, and it's probably the same brush that was pissing us off earlier.
The one next to it.
Oh,
Belongings on your back.
we want to talk about
I'm
mother.
dead.
Those things that you did not have words for. Pyramids that scraped the clouds. Markets that stretched for as far as you could see. Canals full of canoes carrying every imaginable good. People dressed in feathers and gold, walking past slaves carrying loads of firewood. The city was loud, bright, and overwhelming. You wanted to turn around and run home. You did not. You were assigned to a Chinampa cooperative on the southern edge of the city. The Chinampas are not floating, despite what people will say 1,000 years from now. They are anchored islands of mud dredged from the lake bottom. They are held in place by woven reeds and willow trees. They are the most productive farmland in the world. You work them in shifts with 30 other men. You plant maize and beans and squash together in the same plot. They are 3 sisters that nourish each other in the soil. You harvest tomatoes and chilies and amaranth. You grow flowers for the temples because the gods demand flour. The yield. One Chinampa can feed an entire family for a year. You produce enough to feed yourself, your overseer, the priests, and the nobles. And there is still something left for the marketplace. You take your surplus to the great market at Tlatelolco. You have never seen anything like it. 60,000 people come every day. Vendors sell jaguar pelts and obsidian blades and cacao beans. They sell salt and cotton cloth and live turkeys and dried fish from the coast. You barter your tomatoes for fish. You trade your fish for cotton thread. You exchange your cotton thread for a small clay figurine of the rain god. There is no money. There are cacao beans for small purchases and copper axe heads for large ones. But most of the economy runs on direct exchange.
When I want to be
You return
difficult.
home with what you have traded for. Your wife is pleased. Your children are fed. You sleep. You wake up before the sun. Level 3, the artisan. You were always good with your hands. As a boy, you... while the other boys ran in the dust. The Kalpuli elders noticed. When the approval shifted, you were sent to a feather worker. The feather worker is called an Amanteka. He took you into his house and into his trade. The feather workers are not common laborers. You are Pachteka adjacent, somewhere between merchant and artisan and almost noble. Your craft is sacred. You make the cloaks and shields and headdresses worn by the highest lords and warriors of the empire. The feathers come from birds that live thousands of miles away. Quetzal feathers come from the cloud forests of the south. Macaw feathers come from the lowland jungles. Hummingbird feathers shimmer in colors that change as you turn them. The Pachteka traders bring them in bundles wrapped in cotton. You cut them. You arrange them. You glue them onto a backing made of agave fiber and cotton paper. The work takes months. A single ceremonial cloak can take a year to complete. You work in a small studio with 3 other artisans. An assistant finds pigments and prepares the glue. The light through the doorway is your only illumination. You squint. Your eyes will fail you by the time you are 50.
Now your
Most
eyes will
artisans
fail
go
you.
blind eventually. The trade demands it. You do not complain. The work is sacred and the pay is good. You have a small house in the artisan quarter. You own 3 changes of clothes. Your wife wears huipiles dyed with cochineal red. Your children eat meat twice a week. You are not noble. You will never be noble. But you live better than 90% of the empire, and you know it. Twice a year, you participate in the festival of your patron god. The Amantekas have their own deity, Coyote Nahual, the coyote spirit of craftsmen. You walk in procession through the city, carrying ceremonial objects you helped create. The priests bless you. The nobles nod at you as you pass. For one day a year, you matter to people who would otherwise never look at you. The rest of the year, you work in your studio. You arrange feathers. You try not
I
to
feel like
think
this is
about
so
your
unfair
eyes.
though. My delivery was supposed to be Thursday and Friday
You
of
were
last
chosen
week.
by the Cowboy.
Now,
For something else?
yeah, for my
Every
for my
common
outfit
boy
that I
is
need for my
eligible
photo
military
shoot,
training, but only
and
some
they're
were
talking
chosen.
about some old.
You were chosen because you were tall and strong.
They're talking about some
Your
old.
father had brought back a captive from a campaign in the south.
Your package has shipped.
The
But
Empire remembers
Fashion
family.
Nova in the app said that
You
shit
were
shipped
sent
a
to the
minute
Topwatch
ago.
Colony, the House
It
of
said
Fear.
that it's getting here
For
today.
5 years,
something
you
in
trained
parts?
alongside other commoner boys to
It was
become
2 things I ordered.
You learned to fight with the Mako
2 so.
The Mako is
times.
a wooden sword. edged
So it was
with
2.
razor
It's
sharp
2 of my orders.
obsidian
One of them was
blade.
supposed to. One of them was supposed to
You
get here
learned to
today,
throw
babe.
the atlock. The
One of them was
spear
supposed to get here
thrower that can pierce
today.
armor in 50 paces. You learned to use the
And
bow
on Fashion
with
Nova's
sling
app, it
and
says
the
it's in
heavy
PA, but on
obsidian-tipped
UPS,
club
it says it's in
called the
California.
guacalope. You learned
What
to
are we
march,
talking about?
to camp, to scout. You learned to live
Exactly.
on
Both-
dried
both-
maize cakes for weeks.
2 different. No,
What
no,
the
no.
fuck?
I'm about to
You
show you.
learned to take
Okay.
captives. This was
Because
the most
I'm about to
important
change the
lesson.
delivery and just have it delivered
The
to my
Aztecs
school.
do not fight
Because I'm
to
going to be
kill.
there. It was supposed
They
to
fight
get
to
here
capture.
while I was still
A
here. It
dead
was supposed to get
enemy
here the
is worth
13th and the
nothing.
14th.
A captured enemy can be sacrificed to the gods.
Girl, that
A
was
man
last
who
week.
captures enemies for the gods rises in rank. Your first campaign was against a tributary city that had stopped
Okay.
paying its taxes. You marched for 3 weeks to get there. You arrived exhausted
You?
and hungry. The battle
Ooh,
started
I like
at
that.
dawn. It was chaos. Men screaming, dust in the
Oh,
air.
you got them?
The smell of sweat,
What?
The
blood,
sticky notes.
and torn
Yeah.
earth.
Period.
That's what I
You
meant to show
fought a
you
man
earlier.
your own age. You hit him hard with the flat of your macahuitl.
You feel
You
like
did
they're
not
more convenient.
slice him. You stunned him.
Yeah.
You
Cause
wrestled
you
him
just
to the
throw them
ground.
out.
Yeah.
And it's like the
Bound
same
his
thing as me
hands.
wiping that.
You had your
Yeah,
first
you're
captive.
wasting
Oh,
product
same
and
shit.
everything.
He looked at you with empty eyes.
How much are
during
there
your
sticky
back.
notes?
He knew what was coming.
$10.
Okay.
You had been
How many you
told
get
what was
though?
coming since you were a
100.
small
Oh,
boy.
okay.
The Empire makes no secret of it. The whole machinery is built around it. You brought him back to Tenochtitlan in a long line of bound men marching behind the army.
Oh, come on. That
Priest
was
took him.
so
They led him up the
idiotic.
steps of the Great Pyramid. You watched from below. You stood with the other warriors in your unit. The drums beat in the rhythm of a harp. You will not describe what happened next. You watched it. That is enough. You were promoted. You received a new cloak with simple decoration. It is the mark of a warrior who had taken one captive. You went home to your village to show your family. Your mother cried. Your father did not.
Like, look.
Your father had taken 3 captives in his youth. He nodded at you and then went back to his
I ordered
field.
these shoes.
You were a warrior now.
Cool,
To
right?
fight again. Level 5, the Eagle Warrior. You took your 4th captive in a campaign against the Tlash
See how it
Collins.
says on its way, right?
The Tlash Collins are the Empire's.
Go to my email.
Sunday,
They are
today,
the
16,
only
right?
people who refuse to submit. They are the whole
They just emailed me today, 1:35. Your package has been shipped.
and refuse every offer.
That's what I'm saying. Did they
Your
send?
package is on the way from Fashion Nova. Estimated delivery Tuesday from 3 to 5 p.m.
They are ritualized combat. To
I would
remove
email them.
sacrifice on both
But
sides.
look,
Cause why are you
The
playing?
flowers in this case are men.
now it's
They are
saying this,
plucked
that,
from
and the
the field
third,
of
right?
battle to be given to the gods.
Cool.
4 captives is the threshold.
And mind you, this dress I ordered days before I ordered the other
You
thing.
are now a member.
And the other thing is coming faster than
Exactly.
you know.
The Eagles are
See?
the
Oh,
warriors
now
of the
they
sun.
just got an update that the dress is now in PA. But yesterday I looked and it said that the dress was in PA. So why is Fashion Nova shit lying to
The
me?
warriors of the night.
Or who's
They're gonna
fucking
be
up?
fishy
The
sometimes.
smoking mirror. You wear a costume that transforms you. Your helmet is the head of an eagle, with feathers cascading down your back. Your
Look at
shield
this
is painted
detail.
with eagle imagery.
Yeah,
When you walk
it
into
just got to
battle,
PA,
you are
like
not a man.
literally just now.
You are the bird
I'm not gonna
of the
lie,
sun
I'm
in
gonna
flesh.
wait. I'm gonna
You eat
breathe
at the warrior's house with other eagles and jaguars.
because
You
even
drink
still,
pulque,
I
a
don't.
fermented
I
agave
don't
drink that is forbidden to
shit.
commoners, but permitted to warriors.
And if that's the case, then why didn't I get an email about this
They
shit?
are women given as gifts by grateful nobles.
My other
You have a
package. Let
salary
me
now,
go to my email.
paid in cacao beans and cloth, and food deliveries from the imperial granaries. You no longer farm. You no longer work. You train and you fight, and you wait for the next campaign.
Okay, bake.
Your status comes with obligations.
That's cute.
You attend ceremonies at the Great Temple. You stand
No,
in
I don't
formation
want to
when
see
the
it
emperor
from
processes
Fashion
through the
Nova.
city. You serve as
I
a
want to
guard
see it
at
from
festivals
USPS.
where men are sacrificed by the hundreds. You watch the priests work. You stand at attention while the obsidian
Mind you, it
blades
says
rise
supposed to get here
and fall.
today, and this is
You
what
do
it says
not
with the
flinch.
shoes. Your package is
Flinching
still
would
on
be
the
a
way, but
disgrace.
UPS will let you know the
You have
date when
killed
they
in
take
battle.
possession of the
You
package.
have captured.
So,
You have watched what
where the
becomes
fuck
of
is
the
it?
capture.
It's giving.
You have stopped being able to feel certain things.
This happened to me last
Consider
week with
this a
Aiden's
feature of
phone when I had to
being
order him a new phone.
not a wound.
And this
Level
means
6,
that they
the
tried to
merchant.
bring it
You are
and
pushed
that they weren't able
This is
to.
not the
Does this
same as a
require a
market.
signature?
No,
market
none of
vendor
this shit
sells
requires a
fish
That's
signature.
that's
and
iffy.
cow-based.
That's
None of
very
this shit
iffy.
requires a
Something
signature,
else
bro.
entirely.
It's a dress and heels.
Very
Travel.
iffy.
You travel
Like,
for
in my
years
head,
at a
I'm
time.
ready to just
You
cancel
lead
both the...
caravans of porters and slaves and other merchants through hostile territory. You bring back goods that exist
Moving right
nowhere
along.
else in the empire.
I'm
Your
ready to just
caravans go to
reorder
the
this shit
Maya
and ship
cities
it
of
to
the
my
south.
school and get one day
They go to
shipping.
the Meatad
But
kingdoms of
I'm
the
gonna talk
west.
to Fashion Nova and
They
tell
go to
them
the
no, like
trading
this
ports of
is
the Gulf
OD.
Coast. There,
Like, you think I should talk to
ocean-going
support?
canoes bring in goods from places
I want to see
nobody
what's
can
gonna happen after today.
bring
I
out
would speak to
obsidian
them.
blades,
Right?
cotton
Yeah,
cloth,
because
and
while it's
copper
in
bells.
active delivery, they're
You
not
bring
gonna
back
tell you
jade,
nothing that you want to
pencil
hear.
feathers, jaguar pelts, and
But
cacao.
that's the thing, like, I have the
Bring back
screenshot
rare
showing me that it was
seashells,
MPA.
gold
One was
dust,
a Thursday, and now this
slaves,
shit just got here
exotic
today.
birds, and
Like,
medicinal
I'm confused. What
herbs.
the fuck is taking
You
so
also
long?
bring back intelligence. You are also a spy. The Emperor expects this. You walk through foreign
Like, because the
cities
photo
and
shoot's in
count
20
their
seconds. I don't
soldiers.
have time.
You note the height of their walls.
And you're
You
doing it
learn the
down in
names of their
Baltimore.
rulers and the names of their gods. You learn the dates of their festivals. You report all of this to the imperial administrators when you return. The Empire's wars are planned using information you provide. The cities you visit do not always know what you are. Sometimes they suspect. Sometimes you are attacked. Pochteca caravans have been ambushed and slaughtered. The Empire treats this as an act of war. The Pochteca who are killed become an excuse for invasion. You are simultaneously a merchant, a spy, and a casus belli. Your status in Tenochtitlan is complicated. You are wealthy, sometimes wealthier than the nobles, but you are not noble. You cannot wear certain feathers. You cannot live in certain districts. You hide your wealth carefully. Flaunting it would draw the resentment of the warrior nobility. The warrior nobility has the power to destroy you. When you return from a successful expedition, you arrive at night. You unload your goods at a private warehouse. You sleep in your modest house. The next morning, you walk to the market dressed in plain cotton. You act as if you are an ordinary trader. You give lavish feasts in private to other people. You marry your daughters to other Pochteca families. You build a parallel society of merchant princes. You run the economy of the empire from the shadows. You worry constantly. You worry about being too visible. You worry about being too rich. You worry about a noble taking offense at something you said at a banquet. A Pochteca was executed last year for wearing the wrong feathers in his cloak. You attended his funeral. You wore plain cotton. Level 7, the priest. You were given to the temple at age 6. Your parents had promised your life to the gods before you were born. They made the promise after a difficult birth that nearly killed your mother. The priest took you. You lived in the Kalmakok, the house of the priests. It is the school where the children of nobles and dedicated commoners are trained. You
What
were trained
inspired
in
Miss Rachel
religious
to be
and
Miss Rachel?
administrative life.
She went to school for this.
Really?
The training was severe.
Because everybody was saying that it was
woke
like
at
she had like
midnight to bathe in
a
cold
child who
water
didn't know how to learn.
You woke
I don't know,
again
but she
before
was like
dawn to
teaching
sweep the
before.
temple.
But I think she has a different method that I guess worked, and she started doing this. But it does say in her bio that she went to school for child development.
Oh, wow.
But
And the history.
everything she do here, Mumi
Memorized the
does.
songs
Like,
and the prayers and the incantations. You learned to read the picture writing that ordinary people cannot decipher. You learned mathematics, astronomy, herbal medicine, and music. You learned to perform the rituals that keep the universe from falling apart. You are a Tlamakaski now, a fully ordained priest.
she's doing it.
You serve in one of the temples on the Great Pyramid in the center of the city. You wear a black cloak. Your hair is long and matted with the blood of your own sacrifices. You offer your own blood daily. It is drawn from your earlobes and
She's
tongue
trying to stay on her
and the
head.
flesh of your inner thighs. You draw it with thorns from the Maguey plant. The gods require constant feeding. Your blood is one of the foods. You officiate at the great festivals. You have ascended the steps of the pyramid carrying ritual objects. You have stood beside the sacrificial stone. You have read the prayers that prepare a captive for his journey to the sun.
Yeah, I'm not
You
gonna
have
lie.
held
I'm
the
about to
obsidian
talk to
blade.
support. I'm gonna be like, this
You
shit is
have done
ridiculous.
what
Do
priests
they have
do.
24 hours support?
You believe in
They
what
don't
you
have
do.
something for me.
This is important to understand. You are not a cynic. You are not pretending. You believe completely that without the blood of captives, the sun will not rise. The Aztec cosmos is unstable. It has been destroyed 4 times before. Only the constant offering of human hearts keeps the 5th sun moving across the sky. If the sacrifices stopped, the world would end. You believe this. Most priests believe this. You go to sleep at night with the blood of the morning's offerings still on your hands. You sleep peacefully. You have kept the universe in motion for 1 more day. Level 8, the Pili. You are a noble. The Pili are the ruling class, descendants of past kings and conquerors and high officials. You did not earn your position through merit. You were born into it. You attended the Kalmakok alongside the future priests, but your training prepared you for administration rather than religious service. You learned the laws. You learned how to keep accounts. You learned how to manage a household, an estate, a district. You manage a tributary province now. You were appointed by the emperor to oversee a region in the west. It is 3 days' march from Tenochtitlan. The region pays tribute in cotton, in cacao, in turquoise, in dried chilies. You collect it. You ensure the local rulers comply with imperial demands. The local rulers are called the Tlatoke of the conquered cities. You hold court. You hear disputes. You judge cases. You can order executions. You can confiscate land. You can decide which families rise and which fall. You live in a stone palace built by laborers conscripted from the surrounding villages. You have multiple wives. The senior wife is from another noble family. She is a strategic alliance arranged by your fathers when you were both children. The junior wives are gifts from local rulers seeking favor. You have many children. The children of the senior wife will inherit. The children of the junior wives will become priests, or warriors, or minor functionaries. Everyone in your household understands this from birth.
Okay.
You sometimes travel back to Tenochtitlan for the great festivals. You stand at the foot of the pyramid in robes of dyed cotton and quetzal feathers. You watch the emperor process past in his litter. You bow your head. You note who is standing where. The arrangement of the nobles around the emperor tells you everything. It tells you
Mind
who
you,
is
I ordered
rising
it on
and
August
who is
7th.
falling. You file this
Don't they offer
information away.
2-day shipping?
Politics
I
in
didn't
the
get that,
empire
but still,
is a
like,
slow
even
knot.
with the a lot of days
The
you
men
said
who
it takes to
survive
process, and
are
then
the
with the
ones
ship
who
time,
watch
it was supposed to be here in enough
They
time.
move at
That makes
exactly
sense.
the right moment. You have watched 2 cousins fall in the last decade. One was accused of corruption. One was accused of plotting against the throne. Both accusations were probably false. It did not matter. The accusations were enough. Their lands were redistributed. Their wives became servants. Their children were stripped of noble status. You did not attend their executions. You sent appropriate gifts to the families of those who replaced them. Level 9, the Tlatoani. You are the ruler of an entire city. Not Tenochtitlan, but one of the major tributary cities. Perhaps Texcoco or Tlacopan, the partners in the Triple Alliance. You are a king in your own right. You are descended from a lineage that stretches back to the founding of your city. You have your own court, your own priests, your own warriors.
I said that my
Your
thing was
power
stuck
is
in
real,
transit or late,
but it is
and they
bounded.
said we're truly sorry for the
You owe
delay.
allegiance
Your
to
shipping
the
fee has
Huey
been
Tlatoani
successfully
in
refunded to your
Tenochtitlan.
original form of payment.
You send tribute. You send soldiers when he calls.
I mean, thanks, but
You
That's
attend
what I'm
his
saying.
festivals.
Like,
You acknowledge
I
his
want my
supremacy
shit.
in every public gesture. In private, you and your advisors
I'm
discuss
gonna
the
start
limits of
doing
his power. You discuss the possibility of independence. You discuss the cost of rebellion. The cost is always too high. Other cities have rebelled. You know what happened to them. The imperial armies came. The walls were breached. The temples were burned. The rulers were captured and brought back to Tenochtitlan. They died slowly on the sacrificial stone. The cities were rebuilt as imperial garrisons. The lesson was clear. So you bow. You comply. You enrich yourself within the system instead of trying to break it. Your palace is enormous. Hundreds of rooms are arranged around courtyards filled with flowers and fountains. You keep a private zoo with jaguars and eagles and exotic birds collected from across the empire. You keep a private library of codices recording your dynasty's history. You keep an aviary of hummingbirds whose feathers will be used for your ceremonial cloaks. You hold court daily. You judge cases involving land and trade conflicts. You command armies. You negotiate with neighboring rulers. You marry your sons to the daughters of allies. You marry your daughters to the sons of rivals. You weave a web of family connections that strengthens your position with every generation. You will die in this palace. Your son will succeed you, or your brother will, or your nephew will. The succession is never simple. It involves negotiation among the noble families. It involves approval from the Huey to Litwani in the capital. Sometimes the succession involves poison. Sometimes it involves war. The cycle of palace intrigue is the constant background music of your life. Level 10, the Huey Tlatoani. You are the great speaker. You are emperor of the largest political entity ever assembled in Mesoamerica. You sit on a throne in a palace in the heart of Tenochtitlan. Your word reaches from the deserts of the north to the jungles of the south. Your name is Moctezuma. You did not choose the name. The position chose you. You were elected by the Council of Nobles after the death of your predecessor. Election is the wrong word for what happened. You are the only acceptable choice from a small group of acceptable choices. You are the most experienced warrior. You are the most learned in religious matters. You are the most politically astute. The council recognized this. You took the throne. Your power is absolute, and your power is fragile. These are not contradictions. Both are true at the same time. You can order any noble executed. You can order any city destroyed. You can declare war. You can demand tribute from any corner of the empire. Your courtiers prostrate themselves when you enter a room. They cannot look at your face. You eat behind a screen so that no one watches you eat. You change your cloak many times a day, and each cloak is worn only once before being burned. The rituals of your office consume entire hours of every day. You wake before dawn for prayers. You bathe in scented water. You dress in a robe of woven feathers. You walk through corridors lined with guards. You hold court. You receive ambassadors. You make decisions. You eat alone. You meet with priests. You inspect new constructions. You receive reports from the provinces. You authorize campaigns. You sleep for a few hours, and then you wake. You begin again. You rule 25 million people. You command armies of tens of thousands. You receive tribute from hundreds of cities. Your warehouses overflow with cotton and cacao and gold. Your palace gardens contain plants from every corner of the empire. Your zoos contain animals that no European has ever seen. And you are afraid. You are afraid every single day. You are afraid because the priests have told you about omens. A comet streaked across the sky. A temple caught fire and the water poured on it would not extinguish the flames. A woman wandered the streets at night weeping for her lost children. The codices speak of the return of Quetzalcoatl. Strangers have arrived on the eastern coast in floating houses. They are pale. They have beards. They carry weapons that breathe fire. Your spies have brought you reports. You read them at night. You stare at the painted images. You consult the priests. You consult the codices. You consult your dreams. You do not know what to do. You send gifts. You send threats. You send envoys. You consider war. You consider diplomacy. You consider hiding. The strangers move inland. They make alliances with your enemies. The Tlaxcalans, the eternal enemies, welcome them. They march toward your city and you receive them as guests. You give them gold and turquoise and feathers. You hope this will satisfy them. It does not satisfy them.
Okay.
Nothing satisfies them.
You can
They take you prisoner in your own palace. You
I'm
die
away.
in circumstances that historians will argue about for 500 years. Your city
If
falls.
them shoes don't get here
Your
today,
empire falls.
I'm black.
People are
Like, I'm
enslaved.
talking to about it because it's
Your
like, what are you
temples are
talking
torn
about?
down, and churches are built on top
UPS
of
says
them.
it don't even have a time.
Your codices are burned. Your gods are forbidden. Your language survives in remote villages, but the thing your ancestors built ceases to exist. Somewhere in the mountains, a child is being born right now in a small adobe house. Her father is a farmer. Her mother grinds maize. The empire,
Dime, mami.
¿Y el negro no lo sigue?
Sí, está aquí. Pero yo estoy con una clienta.
No, una pregunta de 2 minutos. ¿Tú quieres que te lleve la otra?
I don't know.
¿No? ¿Te puedes poner el pasillito? Pues está bien.
Okay, bye.
her future will not be Aztec. It will be Spanish. And after that, something else. And after that, something else again. But the Chinampas will
What's she calling me?
This lady don't got nothing better to do with her
tomatoes.
time.
The volcanoes will still rise in the level 1.
I'm not the person to ask.
You wake before dawn in a windowless room beneath the kitchen. The floor is stone. The walls sweat in summer and freeze in winter. You share this space with 4 other slaves. None of you chose to be here. You were born into it because your mother was a slave. Your father was either a slave or a master who never acknowledged you. Your name is not your name. Your master gave you a Greek name because Greek slaves are fashionable and the name you were born with has been forgotten by everyone, including you. You start fires in the kitchen hearth before anyone else is awake. You haul water from the public fountain 6 blocks away. You carry it back in heavy clay jars that bruise your shoulders. You empty chamber pots into the cloaca, the great sewer that runs beneath the city. You scrub floors. You wash linens. You work until your hands crack and bleed. You eat what the family doesn't finish. Bread crusts, cold porridge, the bones of fish with bits of flesh still clinging to them. You sleep 4 hours if you are lucky. You have no money. You have no possessions. The clothes on your back belong to your master. Your body belongs to your master. If he wants to beat you, he beats you. If he wants to sell you, he sells you. If he wants to kill you, he can do that too. Though killing slaves became technically illegal under Hadrian, the law is rarely enforced. A dead slave is just lost property. There are no investigators. There is no justice. You watched a fellow slave die last year. He stole a loaf of bread. The master had him crucified in the back garden as a warning to the rest of us. He took 3 days to die. We were forced to watch. You have a small hope buried deep inside your chest. Manumission. If you serve faithfully for many years, your master might free you in his will. Some masters do this. Most do not. You work. You wait. You try not to be noticed. Being noticed by a powerful man is rarely a good thing for someone like you. You have a fellow slave who became your friend. Her name is Kasha. She works in the kitchen with you. You whisper to her at night sometimes. You do not whisper anything dangerous. You whisper about small things. The shape of the taste of an apple stolen from the master's pantry. These small whispers are the only thing in your life that belongs to you. Level 2, the freedman. Your master died last spring. His will changed everyone, including you. You were granted your freedom. You are now a libertus, a freedman, and the legal world treats you differently overnight. You can own property. You can earn wages. You can marry a woman who is not a slave. You can wear the cap of liberty during religious festivals. Your sons, if you have any, will be born as full Roman citizens. The transformation is profound and incomplete at the same time. You are still bound to your former master's family. They are now your patrons, and the bond between patron and client is one of the deepest social structures in Rome. Every morning before dawn, you walk to the family's home and stand in the atrium with other clients, waiting to pay respects. You bow when the patron emerges. You greet him formally. He gives you a small basket of food or a few coins, the sportula. You take it gratefully. You return at evening if he is hosting a dinner and needs his clients to fill the table. You vote the way he tells you to vote. You attend his funeral when the time comes and weep loudly enough for the neighbors to hear. You opened a small shop near the Forum Boarium, selling lamps and oil. You learned the trade as a slave running errands for your master's business interests. You work 14 hours a
Not
day.
yet.
You sleep above the shop on a thin mattress. Your wife is a freed woman from another household. You met her at a religious festival for the goddess Bonadea. She is younger than you. She works alongside you in the shop. Together you save every coin you can.
So
You will never be considered the
No, it's
equal
not
of
you.
someone born free. The stain of slavery follows you forever. Free Romans use a particular tone when they speak to you. Not cruel exactly, just measured. You hear it. You pretend not to hear it. You focus on your sons. They will be different. They will sit at the same tables as senators' children. They will not flinch when someone asks where their father came from. Level 3, the soldier. You enlisted at 17 because the alternative was starvation. Your family farms a tiny plot in the hills of Samuel. The land barely produces enough to feed your parents and your 25 years of service in exchange for citizenship, regular pay, and 3 meals a day. You signed without hesitation. The Legion is now your family. You serve in the Legio 6 Ferrata, stationed in Judea. The journey from Italy took 4 months. You walked most of it. You crossed the Adriatic in a transport ship that nearly capsized in a storm. You arrived at the fortress at Caparcatne, sunburned, blistered, and skinnier than when you started. Your training was brutal. You drilled with weighted wooden swords until your arms shook. You marched 20 miles with full kit, 60 pounds of equipment strapped to your body. You learned to build a fortified camp in 3 hours, dig latrines, lay roads. The Roman Legion is not just a fighting force. It is a mobile city of engineers who happen to also kill people exceptionally well. Your daily life is structured down to the minute. Reveille at first light, inspection, drill, construction work on the new aqueduct the legate has commissioned. Midday meal of bread, olives, and sour wine. More drill, weapons maintenance, evening meal, guard duty rotation. Sleep on a wooden bunk in a barracks shared with 7 other men. You are part of a contubernium, a tent group of 8 men who eat together, fight together, and die together. You have killed 3 men. The first one was a Parthian raider during a skirmish near the eastern frontier. He was younger than you. He had a beard that hadn't quite filled in yet. You thrust your gladius into his chest and watched his face change. You think about him sometimes. He visits your dreams. He never speaks. He just stands there. The other 2 were quicker. You don't remember their faces as clearly. You have 18 years left on your contract. You count the days some nights. Other nights you don't, because the counting makes time move slower. You have a woman in the village outside the fort. The army officially forbids marriage for active soldiers. The army unofficially looks the other way. Her name is Miriam. She is local. She does not speak much Latin. You speak no Aramaic. Somehow you understand each other anyway. She has a son. The boy might be yours. You are not sure. You give her money when you can.
Little
You
teeny
bring
tiny
bread
one.
and oil from your rations.
No, I meant like
I'm just
that.
saying that.
I meant it had a lot of
I'm just
detail.
saying that.
You don't think about it most days.
The smaller they are,
The thought
it's just a
hurts
little
in a way
harder.
you
Really?
cannot afford while you still have 18
I would think the
years
smaller
to
they are,
serve.
it's easier. No,
Level
you need
4,
more space.
The merchant. You came to Rome
But
from
I was
Gaul
gonna give you
15
that map
years
because
ago
you wanted
with nothing
it.
but a wagon and a small bag of silver. You started by selling Gallic wool in the markets near the Tiber.
Okay.
You learned which merchants could be trusted and which ones would cheat you. You learned which dock workers would unload your goods quickly for a small bribe. You learned which port officials would inspect your cargo and which would wave you through.
I don't even know
if
where
you
that
knew
came
the right
from.
phrase.
Me neither.
You
I
now
didn't touch him, I
own 3
promise.
warehouses in
I think it's in the air for
Rome's
real.
port city, 16 miles down the Tiber. Your ships, 4 of them, sail to Alexandria, Carthage, and Massalia. They return loaded with grain, papyrus, glass, garum, the fermented fish sauce that wealthy Romans cannot live without. You make more money in a single shipment of Egyptian grain than your father made his entire life raising sheep. You wear a tunic of fine wool. Your sandals are made by a craftsman in the Subura, who only accepts new customers by referral. You have rings on 3 fingers. You eat dormice stuffed with honey and pine nuts at dinner parties, hosted by men who would not have spoken to you 10 years ago. Money opens doors that birth keeps closed. Sometimes. You are not a citizen, technically. You are a peregrinus, a foreigner with limited legal rights. You have applied for citizenship through a patron who promised to push your case in exchange for financial considerations. The considerations were substantial. The promise has not yet been fulfilled. You suspect it never will be. You keep paying anyway, because the alternative is to admit you have been swindled. Admitting weakness in your business is the fastest way to lose everything you have built. You have a wife and 2 children. Your wife was born into a respectable but impoverished Roman family. Her father needed money. You needed legitimacy. The marriage was a transaction that has slowly become something resembling affection. Your son will be a citizen because his mother is. He will go to school. He will study rhetoric. He will not have to hide his accent. You watch him sometimes when he doesn't know, and you feel something so large you have no word for it. You came across the Alps with nothing. He will inherit warehouses. The arc of one life containing both is something you cannot fully believe. Level 5, the Equestrian. Your family has been in the Equestrian Order for 4 generations. Your great-grandfather was awarded the rank by Augustus for service during the Civil Wars. The Equestrians, the Equites, are the 2nd highest social class in Rome, beneath the senators, above everyone else. You wear a tunic with narrow purple stripes called the Angusta Clavia. You have a gold ring on your finger that marks your status to anyone who knows what to look for. Everyone in Rome knows what to look for. Your wealth is substantial, but not vulgar. You own a townhouse on the Calian Hill. You own a country estate in Tusculum, 20 miles from the city. You own a vineyard in Campania that produces a wine your friends compliment and you suspect is mediocre. You own slaves. You don't think about them much. They are part of the household the way the furniture is part of the household. They serve. You eat. The relationship works as long as nobody examines it too closely. Your career is in the imperial administration. You serve as a procurator, a financial officer managing tax collection in a frontier province. You spent 3 years in Mauritania overseeing the collection of grain tribute. You spent 4 years in Pannonia auditing the accounts of the legions along the Danube. You are competent, careful, and quietly ambitious. You take a percentage of what you collect. This is legal. This is expected. The line between legal compensation and outright corruption is one everyone in your position learns to walk. You have walked it carefully. You have not been investigated. Your patron is a former consul who has taken interest in your career. He invites you to dinners at his estate. You discuss politics carefully. You never criticize the emperor. You never praise him too enthusiastically either. Both extremes can be misread. The current emperor is suspicious of his own shadow. People who praise him too much are sometimes seen as mocking him. People who praise him too little are sometimes seen as plotting against him. You have learned to make observations about the weather, chariot races, the writings of Seneca. You have a wife from another equestrian family. The marriage was arranged by your fathers. She manages the household with quiet competence. Your daughter is 15 and will marry next year. The husband has been selected. He is a senator's son. The connection will elevate your family one more rung up the ladder. That is how it works at this level. Marriages are alliances. Alliances are investments. Every generation moves the family slightly forward or slightly back. Level 6, the senator. You wear the toga praetexta with the broad purple stripe, the laticlavia. Your family has held a seat in the Senate for 2 centuries. Your ancestors include 3 consuls, 2 praetors, and a man who served as governor of Hispania during the reign of Tiberius. Their imagines, the wax death masks, line the atrium of your home. They watch you when you walk past, and on certain nights, when the lamps flicker, you almost feel them judging you. You attended the Senate this morning at the Curia Julia. The session began at dawn. The presiding consul opened with the auspices, the reading of bird signs to determine whether the day was favorable. The augurs declared it favorable. Sessions are almost always declared favorable when there is business that needs doing. You sit on your bench in the order of seniority. You listen to debates about an aqueduct extension, like the governor of Bithynia, and an embassy from Armenia. You spoke twice, briefly, carefully. You have learned that a senator who speaks too often is dismissed as ambitious. A senator who never speaks is dismissed as irrelevant. The middle path is the only path. Your real work happens outside the Senate chamber. The Senate has been gradually losing power to the emperor for over a century now. The body that once governed an empire now mostly ratifies decisions made elsewhere. The real influence comes from your relationships. Who dines at your house? Who you dine with? What letters you write?
Oh, look at me.
What
Wow.
favors you owe?
Come on, you little ugly
You
bitch.
have a network of clients that numbers in the hundreds. You receive them every morning in your
Ugly
atrium.
bitch is so insane. What
I'm
is
sorry.
her?
She wouldn't listen.
A merchant from Antioch tells you
Like, just
about grain
come.
prices.
I need you.
A freedman who works in the imperial palace tells you about the emperor's mood. A young equestrian whose career you guide tells you about military movements on the German frontier. You synthesize. You analyze. You decide who to share what with and who to withhold from. Information is the currency of the senatorial class, and you have grown wealthy in it. Your wife is from one of the oldest patrician families in Rome. Your sons attend lectures by the most respected rhetoricians in the city. Your daughters will marry into families whose names appear on monuments. You are exactly where your ancestors hoped you would be. Some nights, you wonder if that is enough. Most nights, you don't allow yourself the question. The question is dangerous. The question is what destroys men in your position. You shut it down before it forms fully, and you go to sleep. Level 7, the consul. You have reached the highest elected office in Rome. 2 consuls are appointed each year. The position is largely ceremonial under the empire, but the prestige is immense. Your name will be inscribed in the official record as one of the 2 consuls of this year. Romans will date documents by your name. 2,000 years from now, scholars will reconstruct the chronology of the empire by referring to consular lists. Your name will be among them. You preside over Senate sessions. You officiate at major religious ceremonies. You walk through the forum accompanied by 12 lictors carrying the fasces, the bundled rods of Roman authority. People part to make way for you. Senators acknowledge you with formal bows. The emperor receives you in private audience to discuss matters of state. Your colleague, the other consul, was selected by the emperor because he is older and less ambitious. This was not an accident. The emperor prefers a senior consul who will defer to imperial wishes. You are the junior consul in age, but the more energetic of the 2.
Okay.
You handle most of the actual work. You sponsor games at the circus factories to mark the consulship. The games last 7 days. 40,000 Romans watch chariots race and gladiators fight while shouting your name. The expense was enormous. You sold a vineyard and borrowed against your townhouse to fund them. The investment was necessary. A consul who fails to provide spectacular games is remembered as cheap. Being remembered as cheap is worse than being remembered as cruel. You receive embassies from foreign kingdoms. A delegation from Parthia sat in your reception hall last week. Men with curled beards speaking Greek with precision. They brought gifts and complaints in equal measure. You listened to both. You promised nothing. You sent them to the emperor, who would make any actual decisions. Your wife hosts dinners 3 nights a week. The guest lists are political documents. Who is invited and who is not invited reflects every important relationship in Rome. She manages this with the precision of a general planning a campaign. You appreciate her more every year. You did not expect to. The marriage was arranged when you were both very young. You were strangers at your wedding. You are partners now, in the strange professional way that political marriages can become partnerships. Level 8, the provincial governor. After your consulship ended, the emperor appointed you governor of Asia, the wealthiest province in the empire. You sailed from Brundisium with an entourage of 200. Your wife came with you. Your 2 youngest children came with you. Your 3 oldest sons remained in Rome to continue their careers. You arrived in Ephesus to a welcome that felt like a coronation. The provincial assembly had erected a triumphal arch in your honor. The local elite competed to host you at banquets that lasted until dawn. They presented you with gifts: gold, silver, ivory, perfumes, slaves trained in music and dance. The bribery was elaborate, formalized, and deniable. You accepted what you could accept without becoming infamous. You declined what would have crossed even the empire's generous lines. You govern a province of perhaps 8 million people. You administer justice in cases appealed from local courts. You command 2 legions stationed in your territory. You set the rate of tax collection within parameters established in Rome. You build roads and aqueducts when the budget permits. You suppress local unrest when it occurs, which it does regularly. The mountain tribes in the interior periodically rebel against tax collectors. You send a cohort to remind them that Roman patience has limits. You attend religious ceremonies for gods you do not worship. You make sacrifices to local deities and to the emperor's genius, and to eternal Roma. The performance of piety is part of the job. You have stopped distinguishing between performance and belief. They have blended together over the years. Your court, the cohors amicorum, includes legal advisors, secretaries, and military aides. You hold court 3 days a week. You hear cases. You render judgments. People appeal your decisions to the emperor in Rome. Most appeals fail. Your reputation in your province is mixed. The wealthy elite consider you fair, meaning you have not taxed them excessively. The rural poor consider you indifferent, meaning you have not addressed any of their concerns. The local Greek intellectuals write essays about your love of culture. We're not sure if these essays are sincere or strategic. You suspect both. You will return to Rome in a year. You will be wealthier than you were when you arrived, significantly so. You will also be slightly different. Something happens to a man who governs 8 million people. The scale changes him. The decisions made and unmade leave residue inside him that he carries home. Level 9, the Praetorian Prefect. The Emperor has chosen you to command the Praetorian Guard. The Guard is the only military force permitted within Rome. 9,000 soldiers under your direct command. You report only to the Emperor himself. Your power is enormous, second only to his. Your danger is also enormous, also second only to his. Praetorian prefects have made and unmade emperors. Sejanus served Tiberius and then plotted to replace him. Sejanus was executed and his body was torn apart by a mob in the streets. Macro replaced Sejanus and was forced to commit suicide by Caligula. Burrus served Nero faithfully and may or may not have been poisoned. The history of your office is written in blood. You have read all of it carefully. You live in the Castra Praetoria, the great fortress on the eastern edge of the city. You sleep in the same building as your soldiers. You eat the same food, mostly. You drill with them. You inspect them. You know your senior officers by name and history. You know which centurions are ambitious and which are loyal and which are both. You watch all of them. You arrange the imperial schedule. The emperor wakes at dawn. You are there. He receives morning visitors. You are there. He attends the Senate. Your guards line the route. He goes to the games. Your men surround his box. He sleeps with his current favorite. Your guards stand outside the door. The emperor's life is in your hands every minute of every day. You could end him in an hour if you decided to. The emperor knows this. The emperor sometimes looks at you with an expression that calculates how much longer he can keep you alive. You have a network of informers throughout the city. Senators. Servants report on their masters. Prostitutes report on their clients. You read summaries each evening.
All that?
Conspiracies in Rome are rarely sudden. They develop over months. They show up in small details. A senator who skips 3 sessions. An equestrian who comes into unexplained wealth. A general writing more letters than usual. You catch the patterns, or you don't.
I'll get it off you.
Them, you survive.
Oh no, I was scratching myself.
If you don't catch them, the emperor falls, and you fall with him. The arithmetic is brutal and clear. You have a wife. You have children. They live in a villa outside the city for their protection. You see them rarely. You miss them in a way you no longer have time to feel. Level 10, the Emperor. You are the master of the Roman world. From the cold forests of Britannia to the deserts of Arabia, your name is cursed and prayed to. Coins bear your image. Statues stand in every forum. Children in distant provinces are taught your name before they learn the names of their grandparents. You wear a simple toga most days. The simplicity is itself a statement. The emperor who demands too much display is the emperor who is overcompensating. You sit in the Domus Augustana on the Palatine Hill. The palace sprawls across the entire crown of the hill. You can stand at certain windows and see almost the whole of Rome below. You rarely go down into it. The emperor who walks among his people too often becomes the emperor whose face becomes too familiar. Familiarity is not what you want. You want awe. Your morning begins with letters. They come from every corner of the empire. A general in Britannia reports on a tribal uprising. A governor in Egypt reports on the grain harvest. A prefect in Mauritania reports on the price of olive oil. You read them. You dictate responses. Your secretaries are slaves and freedmen of extraordinary education. They can write in Latin, Greek, and several other languages. They are constantly afraid of you, and their fear keeps them efficient. You receive senators and equestrians in formal audience. You allow them to kiss your ring. You discuss their petitions briefly. You decide their fates. A senator wants permission to rebuild his ancestral home. You grant it.
Ooh.
An equestrian wants a procuratorship in Hispania.
I'm just itchy.
You consider his
stop!
connections,
Stop, I.
the rumors you
No!
I'm dead.
Oh,
He
you
learns
did
of
your
your
little
decision through a
puppy.
clerk hours later.
Her with no shirt is
You eat
killing
your
me.
midday meal alone or with a
She
small
don't
group
care, she's
of
a snooker. She said, I'm 1 year
The
old,
food
leave
is
me
tested for
alone.
poison before it reaches your plate. The wine is tested. The bread
I
is
hope you
tested.
know, birthday
The
parties, let us
taster
know.
is a
We
slave
there.
whose entire purpose in life
Like, there's no
is
ifs,
to
ands, or
die in
buts
your
about it.
place
Fuck
if
them
necessary.
kids. We there.
Wow.
You have known 3 tasters.
All them friends, cut that
The
out.
first one. The current one has been with you for 2
And
years.
Annette should be there too.
He has a
Yep, with her bestie. Yeah.
You have made
I love
provisions
Annette.
for
We gonna turn it up.
Small kindnesses.
You know what I thought? I thought you were coming yesterday. So Annette came, and I mean, she knows Z too, but she was like, "Oh, I'll come since Mia's gonna be there." And I was like, "Damn, my bad."
You know
Annette.
where each of them is stationed.
She was like,
You
"It's
know the
okay, I
name
know
of
her
every
too."
legate.
Yeah.
You know which legates are ambitious.
Were they talking for a little bit? They have
They
fun?
talked a little bit,
The ambitious ones get watched.
but Z was
The
almost
content
done by
ones
the time they
get
got here.
rewarded honestly, so they remain content. You have executed people. You don't keep an exact count. The number is not small. Some deserved it by any standard. Some merely became inconvenient. The line between justice and convenience blurs at this altitude. You stopped pretending the line was clear during your second year. Your wife is somewhere in the palace. You see her at official functions. You see her sometimes in private. The marriage was political. It remains political. Your children study with the finest tutors in the empire. You see them on scheduled days. You love them in the careful, distant way that emperors love. You sleep poorly. You always sleep poorly. The bed is comfortable beyond imagination. Silk sheets, feather pillows, perfumed air. Sleep refuses to come. You think about the senators who smile at you. None of them. You think about the prefect who guards you. Whether he has been counting how long you have ruled. Whether he has been thinking about the Praetorians who killed Caligula and Galba. You think about your own ancestors, the deified ones, Augustus, Vespasian. They achieved godhood through death. Yours waits somewhere ahead of you. You don't know how many years away. Somewhere in a windowless room beneath a kitchen, a slave is waking the dark. The slave will haul water in empty chamber pots and survive another day. That slave will never know your name. You will never know that slave's name. And yet, you are bound together by a system that needs both of you exactly where you are. The empire stretches across 3 continents. It feeds on grain from Egypt and silver from Hispania. It will outlast you. It will outlast your sons. It will not outlast forever, though you cannot know them. From your window, the city glows in the evening light. 1 million people. Your people. You rule them and you fear them in equal
Oh, she's on the floor. Yep.
The torches in the
Have
streets
fun, Mom.
below
Yeah,
flicker like
is she
distant
dancing with it?
stars.
What? Yep.
Somewhere a child cries.
And she got a head full of
Somewhere
hair,
a man is
y'all.
dying.
That is good.
Somewhere a slave is being beaten in a room you will never see, in a city you supposedly own. The cycle continues. Level 1, the herder. You are born in a felt tent on the open steppe. The wind never stops. It pushes against the walls of your gur all night. You wake before the sun does. The animals do not wait. You are maybe 7 years old. You already know how to ride a horse. Your father taught you before you could walk steady. Your family owns sheep, goats, horses, and some cattle. Everything your family has is measured in animals. Animals are food. Animals are clothing. Animals are shelter. Animals are survival. Nothing else matters more. You move with the seasons. Spring means going north. Autumn means going south before the freeze. You have done this cycle every year of your life. The tent comes down, it goes back up. You have done it so many times, you can do it in under an hour. You learn to read the sky early. You learn it before you learn any words. You know which clouds mean snow is coming. You know which grasses hold water underneath. You know the smell of a river before you can see it. You know when a storm is turning bad before it turns. You know when the herd is anxious before you can see what is frightening them. You tend the herds every single day. You start before sunrise. You stop when the dark makes counting impossible. You are not playing at chores. You are essential. You are not supervised. You are trusted. The family genuinely cannot survive without your work. If the animals die, your family dies. Nobody needs to explain that to you. You absorb it from the steppe itself. There is no softness in this life. There is also no confusion about what matters. You know exactly what you are for. When you are 12, you break your first horse alone. You do it the way your grandfather did it. You exhaust the animal. You outlast it. You circle and circle until it stops fighting. When it stands still, you stay calm. You speak low. You breathe slow. You earn its trust one moment at a time. It eventually accepts you. By 15, you are the best rider in your clan. That is not a small thing. That is a real reputation among people who have been riding since before they could walk. The steppe is your entire world. You have never seen a city. You have never stood in a crowd of strangers. Tribes surround you on every side. Some are allies your grandfather made deals with years ago. Some are enemies who raided your family's herd last winter. The lines shift constantly. Every dry summer makes them shift faster. Your father lost 2 brothers to a neighboring clan when he was young. You grew up on that story. You heard it by firelight in the cold months. You grew up knowing that peace is just the space between conflicts. You sharpen your arrows at night by firelight. Other boys might whittle or play. You sharpen arrows. You are not angry about the life you have. It is the only life you have ever known. It is also building you into something very specific. You just do not know it yet. Level 2, the clansman. You are grown now. You have a wife. You have a young child. You have your own animals and your own grazing rights within the clan territory. You are a full member. You have obligations and you have rights. The clan it is your identity. It is your protection. It is your court and your army. Outside the clan, you are exposed in ways that can get you killed. Inside it, you have a place. You are expected to fight when the clan fights. You are expected to share when a family has nothing left after a hard winter. You are expected to show up when showing up is needed. That is the foundation of steppe life. Presence, loyalty, reliability. You either show up or you eventually get left behind. Belonging in exchange for service. You attend the Kurultai when the clan gathers. That is the assembly where decisions are made. Migration routes, disputes, alliances. You are not a speaker yet. You do not stand and address the circle. You listen.
Yes.
You watch who aligns with whom. But you are there. Your body counts. Your clan chief is a Noyan, a miner. He controls maybe 200 or 300 families across a stretch of steppe. He earned that position through birth and battle, and the ability to keep people alive through bad years. You follow him because he has done that work. The day he stops doing it, loyalty shifts. That is not betrayal. That is how leadership works on the steppe. It is earned continuously. It can be lost fast. You have raided other clans. You feel neither proud nor ashamed about it. It is how animals move around in dry years when the land cannot produce enough for everyone. Horses are stolen. Herds are seized. Wives are taken after victories that shift the balance between groups. Everyone does it. Everyone has had it done to them. You know the men in rival clans almost as well as your own cousins. You have fought some of them in summer skirmishes. You have traded horses with others at autumn gatherings. You have been watching them across contested grassland your whole life. The same man who helped you free a stuck cart last fall might be calculating a raid right now. You keep that in mind. You always do. Forgetting it even once is how people lose animals they cannot afford to lose. Level 3, the Arbonne. Someone noticed what you did in that skirmish 2 springs ago. It was not a speech you gave. It was not a connection you had. It was one specific moment. Your clan was badly outnumbered in a rocky valley. 3 men ahead of you turned and rode away. You did not ride away. You held your ground. You called out loud enough to be heard over the fighting. You pulled 4 scattered men back into a tight group. You got everyone out of that valley. Not one rider lost. The Noyan was watching from the ridge above. He said nothing to you that day. 2 weeks later, he said everything. Now you lead an Arbonne, 10 men. That is the basic unit of the whole Mongol military structure. 10 soldiers who are directly your responsibility. You eat with them. You sleep beside them during campaigns. You know their horses by name. You know which ones will hold ground without instruction. You know which one needs a firm eye on him when things get loud and close. If one of your men runs from a real engagement, you are punished alongside him. If one of them steals from people you are ordered
Where are you going right now?
you answer for it too. The discipline in this army is unlike anything the steppe clans practiced before the Khan.
Okay.
You did not fully understand its depth until the first time one of your men refused a direct order during a night exercise. The punishment came from above. It came fast. It was total. You made sure all 9 remaining men were standing where they could see every detail. You do not run a loose unit. You run a tight one. Loose units get people killed. You take that personally. Every single casualty from a discipline failure is one that did not have to happen. You check your men every morning. You know who is tired. You know who is hurting. You know before they tell you. Your 10 men can ride and shoot at full gallop. They can survive in open country for a month on what they carry. Each man travels with 2 bows and spare strings. He carries 60 arrows sorted by type. He has a curved sword, a short lance, and a leather lasso. He carries needles and thread for gear repair. He has dry
Girl, your daddy coming back. You just
30
foolish.
days hard riding.
Yeah.
He carries almost nothing
Girl, a
else.
mess.
That is deliberate. The less
said,
you
"Fucking
carry,
lie, where's
the faster
father?"
you move. The faster you move, the more you surprise. You drill the feigned retreat until it is automatic. Your men can execute it at full speed in darkness without a word being said. You charge hard. You turn and run at full gallop. The enemy pursues. They break formation, chasing what looks like panic. You wheel your horses and come back at men who are scattered and breathless. It works every time. Enemy commanders always read the retreat as genuine fear. It is never fear. It is a trap. It has decades of successful history behind it. Enemy commanders never seem to learn. You are glad they do not. Level 4, the Zune Commander. 100 men answer to you. You command 10 Arbons as a single unit. You are no longer just a fighter who manages 9 others. You are an officer in the most disciplined cavalry force in the known world right now. Genghis Khan built this army from almost nothing. He took feuding,
Get out the drawer,
disorganized
Isla.
steppe clans and hammered them into
You better not throw up on them clothes.
It took years of campaigns that
You
were
wanna
as
get
much
it?
about transformation as
You're what?
military victory.
Oh.
He stripped out the old tribal ranking system inside. He made inheritance of command
You know what?
illegal.
Just go ahead.
You did not get this position.
No. Just let her destroy.
You did not get it because of the size of your family.
Damn, in the paint?
No, it's not in the
Because of
paint.
what you did in the field. Your commanders watched you over years and they made a judgment. The judgment was correct. You intend to prove that. That is the thing that makes this army different from every other fighting force in the world right now. Other armies reward birth. This one rewards results. Loyalty does not flow to the clan. It does
Hey,
not
please.
flow to the blood. It flows to the Khan and to the decimal structure he built. Your 100 men come from several different clans. Carrots and Merkits and Naimans. Men whose fathers drew blood against each other not long ago. Some of them still carry old feelings underneath. That is not your central problem. Your central problem is that they fight as one unit without delay. You enforce that standard every day. You deal with friction between men before it hardens into a feud. You settle disagreements with a speed that leaves no room for continued argument. You have ridden campaigns into northern China. You have seen things no Mongol from the steppe would have imagined. Walls so tall they blocked the morning light. Cities with populations larger than all the Mongol clans combined. The Khan does not besiege these places the way other armies do. He does not sit outside the walls for seasons while starvation does the slow work. You encircle them completely and immediately. You cut every road entering and leaving. You send an envoy to the gate with a message simple enough that no translation can muddy it. Surrender, and your city will be absorbed into the empire. Resist, and the city will not exist when this is finished. Some commanders believe the message.
bubbles?
They open their gates.
Oh my god, please don't tell me.
Others do not believe it.
Where?
The
Like
ones
the
who do not
little, you
believe
see the
it
little dots
are
on the
wrong.
thumb?
They find out very quickly that they are wrong.
breathe.
Witness the outcome in both cases. You make yourself not linger too
Big?
long on the
Yeah.
second one. Level 5. The Mean
So
Gun Commander.
pissed.
It's already
1,000
baked in.
Yeah, it is.
10 Zuns.
Not the murder.
Each
Big
rider
murder.
already among the best mounted soldiers alive. The Mean Gun is where command stops being about knowing individual faces. It starts being about trusting and managing a system. You track the
Isla.
performance of your Zun commanders. You trust the chain beneath them to function the way it was
She
built.
love that Wi-Fi. What's up?
That chain is the real structure of this army.
Not the
She's not
Wi-Fi.
on it right now.
Oh,
Genghis
She
okay.
Khan
just,
trusted Mean
Y'all have
Gun
a printer?
commanders with operational independence.
yeah, I think she's in the printer.
Oh,
It would
God.
shock any general in any other army in the world right now. You are expected to make full battlefield decisions on your own. No waiting for direction from above. The Khan sets the objective, the timeline too. Everything between those 2 points is your problem. That demands more than bravery. It demands intelligence and the ability to think under intense pressure. It demands working across complicated terrain with incomplete information.
Okay.
It demands
Yes,
managing
please.
forces counted in the thousands, spread across ground you are still learning. You study the landscape before you move across it. Your scouts ride ahead 3 days before the main body. They come back with detailed information. Water sources, natural choke points, the size and position and habits of enemy forces. They talk to locals who can be persuaded or paid. They count enemy campfires at night. They estimate strength from morning smoke. They track the width of wagon ruts in soft ground. You build a picture from everything they bring back. You make your plan on top of that.
Girl, I don't want to have to go over there and
Not
beat your
on
butt.
Assumption. Assumption costs lives. Scouts cost horses and time. Horses and time are cheaper than lives. You have ridden campaigns that took you through landscapes nothing like the steppe. Endless flat agricultural plains. Rivers wider than anything back home. Cities built from stone that had been standing since before your people had a written history. The people in those cities heard stories about the Mongols coming. Most of them did not fully believe what the stories described. By the time they understood the reality, your 1,000 riders were already surrounding them. Level 6, the Tumen Commander. 10,000 men, a full Tumen, the largest independent military unit in the Mongol
I'm
structure.
irritated.
You command it. You are one of the most significant
I'm
military
irritated.
leaders on
Is it this
Earth
one?
right now.
Yes.
Your Tumen is a complete and self-contained fighting force.
I need
It
black.
has dedicated forward scouts.
Forgot.
It carries its own siege engineers and wall-breaking equipment. It moves with its own supply operation. It travels with its own herd of spare horses, 3 or 4 per soldier.
Orange.
That ratio is the specific advantage that lets Mongol cavalry cover ground at a pace no opposing force can match. When your horses tire, you switch. The pace never drops. The enemy cannot understand how you keep moving. Your Tumen has translators who speak a dozen languages. It has specialists in local geography. It can operate a full campaign without seeing the main Mongol army for months at a time. Genghis Khan selects Tumen commanders with enormous care. Then he steps back. He does not hover. He does not send daily instructions. The operational result of that trust is the central tactical genius of the empire. While other armies move like a single heavy body, the Mongols move like multiple independent elements. Each one strikes a different place at a coordinated moment. The enemy cannot concentrate a defense against any single point. Coordinate with other Tumen commanders through the Yam network. Fresh horses at relay stations spaced a day's ride apart across the empire's entire width. A message travels faster than any army in the world can move. You know what is happening on your flanks. You know when to press forward. You know when to let the situation develop before committing your force. You know when to pull back and let the enemy make a mistake. Most enemies eventually make a mistake if you give them room. You have shared fire with men from tribes that murdered people your grandfather knew. You argued tactics with them and trusted your life to their decisions in the morning. That is what was actually built here. The Khan replaced tribal loyalty with something more durable. Shared purpose and shared discipline. It holds together better than blood ever did.
So what are you gonna do about the thumb?
Level 7, the Orkhan.
Kind of
You are not
like
only a
put like a
military
little
commander anymore.
cherry on there.
The Empire's
I just hope it
expanded
doesn't look
past the
like.
point where the
What is
sword
that doing
alone
here?
can
Right.
maintain.
Okay.
Conquered land has to be organized. It has to be taxed. It has to be kept producing,
I have
or it
two
collapses
same
back
color
into
cherries.
misery. That means reconquering it, which costs men and animals that can be used to expand further. The Khan appoints Orkhans to manage large administrative territories between campaigns. They are regional supervisors. They make sure what the army took is actually being held and used. You oversee a territory that was an independent kingdom a decade ago. It had its own ruling family, its own laws, its own administrative apparatus that had been running for generations. Your job is to make it productive for the empire. You do not try to remake the local culture from scratch. The Mongols are pragmatic about this to the point of ruthlessness. You keep the local administrators who are competent. Building replacements from scratch wastes time. You keep the tax records and the grain registers. Those tools work. You keep the trade structures and the market systems. Functioning markets generate revenue. Revenue funds everything else. What you replace is where the loyalty of that apparatus points. The tribute now flows to the Khan. The military levies now serve the empire. You set the tribute amounts after assessing what the territory can reasonably produce. You enforce collection through existing local structures. A visible Mongol military presence reminds everyone what refusal looks like. Your reports travel back to the capital through the relay network in days. The administrative miracle of the Mongol Empire is not the conquests. The conquests were extraordinary, but they had an endpoint. The miracle is the system that kept a territory 3 times larger than any previous empire actually functioning year after year. You are part of that system. You are one of the people making it work. Most people in the conquered territories do not know your name. That is fine. They know the system is there. That is enough. Level 8. The Noyon of the Golden Clan. You are of the blood. Your kinship to Genghis Khan gives you a position inside the ruling family structure. No amount of military achievement alone can provide that position. The empire distributes vast territories to members of the Khan's family. A handful of generals whose loyalty has been confirmed over decades of service also receive domains. You have been given an ulus, your own holding within the larger imperial structure. Your ulus contains multiple cities, extensive agricultural territory, significant trade routes running in multiple directions. The population numbers hundreds of thousands of people. They had entire histories before any Mongol arrived. You collect the revenues from your domain. The Khan's required share goes to the central treasury. What remains is yours.
Let me see.
You maintain your own military force. You conduct your own local policy. You attend the Great Kurultai when the Khan calls them. These are the full assemblies of senior leadership. Major decisions about the empire are made here. These gatherings determine which campaigns are authorized. They determine which territories go to which commanders. The enormous family politics of the Golden Clan play out openly here as well. The politics are unrelenting.
Let me see that.
The Khan's sons compete over precedence and territory constantly. Alliances form and collapse. Favors accumulate and get called in at unexpected moments. Old insults resurface years after they were supposedly settled. You navigate all of it with extreme care. You hold your positions on questions that matter. You do not make enemies unnecessarily.
Okay.
You have seen men of your exact rank leave a Kurultai in
Big.
chains. Derhulus was reassigned
second.
before the assembly even ended. You understand the price of a miscalculation. You keep that price clearly in view at all times. Every decision you make inside a Kurultai is made with that price in your mind. Every alliance you form is evaluated against it. Every word you speak in those rooms is weighed before it leaves your mouth. Level 9, the
This
Great
one's
General.
fine though.
Yeah,
Your
but if I
name
do it
is
to one, I
known
have to do
across
it to
the
the other.
known world, the way a significant natural event is known.
Don't
Not
hate
exactly as a
me.
person, more like a force, a military fact, a thing that arrives and changes the landscape permanently. Subutai rode farther and fought more successful
Is that too much?
engagements
Yeah, I
than
don't like
any
that.
general
Okay,
in
take it
recorded
off.
history. Jebe crossed the Caucasus Mountains with 30,000 men. He spent 3 years
need
defeating
something
every
else.
army sent against him.
Something
She said,
tiny.
okay.
China
I need
with
something
a fraction of the
tiny.
troops anyone said
Like,
it would
don't have
require.
any cheers.
You are one of these commanders. Your name
What's in
belongs in
here?
that list.
Oh, I have an
You have
idea.
ridden campaigns across
I got it.
distances other armies could not supply or sustain. You crossed
Where are you?
mountain
Please tell me I
ranges
still
and
have
wintered
one.
that local populations that no organized force had ever successfully crossed. You operated in deserts and river valleys and
Are
mountain
these the
passes.
same?
You fought in dense forest terrain. You found ways to be effective in all of them. The Mongol method is not locked to specific terrain the way other armies are. Speed above everything. Total intelligence
else I
for first
wanted,
contact. Absolute discipline inside every unit under your command. You divide your force into independent columns that arrive from multiple directions at near simultaneous moments. The enemy's command structure collapses before it can decide where to concentrate. You have fought armies larger than yours. You have fought armies with better equipment. They fought on terrain they knew in detail that you were seeing for the first time. You beat them anyway.
Okay, let's try this.
Function.
And
You
put
had
the
mapped
rest.
Should I tell
terrain
my
they
mom to
believed
come
was
now?
unknown to
Or
you.
Oh, your mom brought
You
you?
never
Yeah.
gave them the stationary target they needed to fight effectively.
Yeah, you sure? If
Yeah.
not, if you need more
Because we
time.
just gotta
The
put the
enemy
charms
always
and then
expected you
the
to stop
top
eventually.
coat and the
You
outline.
never did.
Okay.
So if you want to
You
do
also
in like
lost
5
men.
more minutes, that's
Okay.
cool.
Good men. Men whose faces you still see clearly. You made decisions that cost soldiers their lives. You knew at the moment of some of those decisions that they were going to cost that. That is the part of command at this level that nobody outside it fully understands. You carry those decisions all the time, every single day. There is no setting them down. There is no leaving them behind when you ride to the next campaign. They come with you. They always come with you. Level 10, the Great Khan. You are Genghis Khan, born to Mujin on the eastern Mongolian steppe around 1162. The son of a minor clan
Good?
chief named
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Sugatips.
Okay.
Your father was poisoned by Tatar enemies when you were somewhere around 9 or 10 years old. Your clan looked at your mother and her children. They made a calculation about the burden of a dead chief's family. They rode away and left you. You grew up in genuine poverty on the open steppe. Your family had no protection. You survived on what your mother could find through Mongolian winters that are not forgiving. You were captured by the Taichud clan as a teenager. They made you wear a heavy wooden yoke around your neck.
Are they
for
baked from
months as a
before?
prisoner.
Okay.
You escaped.
We could do the
Something was
outline now.
clarifying in you during those years of hardship and humiliation. Whatever it was would eventually reshape the known world. You started with almost nothing. One loyal childhood friend. You built outward from that single point. You used genuine personal loyalty. You made strategic marriages that connected your family to neighboring powers. You had military ability that became undeniable over years of steppe warfare. You had a total willingness to destroy completely anything that could not be made to work with you. By 1206, you had accomplished something no one on the steppe had done before. Every tribe, every clan, every feuding group across the Mongolian steppe was unified under a single authority. Not loosely aligned, genuinely unified. One army, one legal code, one chain of command. The Kurultai on the banks of the Onon River gave you the title. Genghis Khan, Universal Ruler. You were probably in your early 40s. You had already absorbed more loss and violence than most lives contain in their entirety. What came after that Kurultai is the part the world has not stopped discussing for 800 years. The Jin dynasty in northern China fell to your armies. The Khwarezmian Empire, one of the great civilizations of Central Asia, was erased so completely that the population losses took centuries to recover from. The Caucasus fell. Georgia fell. The eastern edge of Europe felt the weight of your generals before you died. You built the largest contiguous land empire in human history, territory stretching from the Pacific coast of China to the eastern boundary of Europe. You accomplished this in roughly 20 years of continuous campaigning. Your army was drawn from a total steppe population that numbered perhaps 1 million people. Historians still argue about how that was physically possible. You are not only a conqueror, you built things that outlasted the destruction. Trade routes protected by Mongol law ran across the full width of Asia. They created conditions for exchange between cultures that had never had direct contact before. Religious tolerance was enforced as policy across the empire. You understood that persecuting belief systems manufactured the kind of resentment that no army can defeat permanently. A legal code called the Yasa applied the same rules to the highest general and the lowest herder. A military meritocracy so radical in its time that it upended centuries of steppe tradition about how power worked. You did not build these things out of kindness. You built them because you were constructing something that needed to function over a large area for a long time. You were clear-eyed enough to understand what makes large systems function rather than fracture. You also understood the one thing most rulers who build empires refuse to acknowledge until too late. You cannot hold everything forever by yourself. You divided the empire among your sons. You gave each branch a domain and a role in the larger structure. You trusted the system you built to hold what you could not personally hold. It held for 2 full generations. Then it began to fracture, the way everything built by human hands eventually does. You died in 1227, still in the field. The Western expansion was still moving when you went. The cause of your death was kept deliberately secret. Your funeral procession killed everyone it encountered on the road to the burial site. No one was to know the location. That location has never been found in 800 years of searching. You spent your entire adult life commanding and deciding and being feared. Millions of people across a territory wider than the horizon knew your face. In death, you simply vanished. Somewhere on the steppe tonight, the wind is moving across grass that has been there for 1,000 years. A child is learning to ride a horse before they can walk steadily. They are reading the sky. They are watching the animals. They are sharpening something small by firelight and not knowing why the habit feels important. They have no idea what the land they were born on has already produced. They have no idea what it is still capable of producing when the right person is shaped by the right hardship at the right moment. The cycle continues. Level 1, the newborn. You are born in a small stone house on the edge of the city. Your mother does not hold you for long. Your father is not there to see you. He is at the barracks, where he lives with the other men. The midwife wraps you in a rough cloth and waits. Someone has gone to fetch the elders. The elders will decide whether you live or die. They arrive at the door within the hour. They are old men with hard faces. They have done this many times before. They take you from the midwife and unwrap you. They look at your body. They look at your limbs. They look at your face for any sign of weakness. They are searching for defects. They are searching for sickness. They are searching for any reason to reject you. If they reject you, they carry you to a place called the Apathete. It is a chasm at the foot of Mount Tegitus. They leave you there in the cold. You die of exposure, or you are taken by wolves. Sparta has no use for weak children. The state decided this generations ago. Today, the elders nod. You pass inspection. They hand you back to your mother. She bathes you in wine instead of water. The Spartans believe wine tests the strength of an infant. A weak baby will convulse and die from it. A strong baby will simply cry. You cry. You are allowed to live. Your mother gives you a name. She wraps you tightly. She does not coddle you. Spartan mothers do not coddle. From your first breath, you belong to Sparta. Not to her, not to your father, to the state. Level 2, the boy.
Did you use your new
You
case
are
yet?
7 years old. The men come for you on a morning in early summer.
I got you. Don't even worry.
Your mother
Girl,
does
stop
not
it.
weep. Spartan mothers do not weep when their sons are taken. She has been preparing for this day.
Oh, hey, man.
Did you get any compliments?
I always get compliments on my
You
case.
walk out of your home.
Especially my iPad case.
You walk out with it?
There again.
Well, like when people see
They
my
take
iPad
you to
case.
the
Oh.
Agoge. The Agoge is the system that turns Spartan boys into Spartan men. It will be your home for the next 13 years. You join a group of boys your own age. You are now a herd. The state calls it that on purpose. You are no longer an individual. You are part of something larger. Your herd will eat together, sleep together, train together, and bleed together. The boys you do not yet know will become closer to you than your own brothers. Your hair is cut short. Your shoes are taken. You will go barefoot until your feet harden into something like leather.
Let's
You are
bake the
given a
beef.
single rough cloak. It is the only piece of clothing you will own for an entire year. Summer or winter, rain or snow, this is what you wear. The cold will teach you to ignore the cold. The discomfort will teach you to ignore discomfort. They feed you almost nothing. A small portion of black broth, a piece of barley bread, some olives if there is anything left over.
Do you need a refill
The
or
hunger
anything?
is intentional.
Refill?
They want you to learn to steal food from the surrounding farms.
Acetone.
If you
I don't
steal
have my bottle with
successfully,
me.
you
With
eat.
oil.
If you are caught, you are beaten. Not for stealing, for
Acetone
being
I'm still
caught.
good on.
Okay.
The lesson is not about morality. The lesson is about cunning. You sleep on reeds you cut yourself from the riverbank. There are no blankets. You huddle together for warmth. You learn the smell of the boys around you. You learn their breathing. You learn who snores and who whimpers in their sleep. You watch one boy in your herd cry on the third night. The trainers see it too. They beat him in front of the rest of you. The lesson is for everyone. Tears are weakness. Weakness is contagious. Weakness must be punished out of the herd before it spreads. You learn to wrestle. You learn to box without gloves. The trainers pair the smaller boys against bigger boys on purpose. They want you to lose. They want you to learn that losing is not the end of you. You take punches in the face. You taste your own blood for the first time. You spit it out, and you keep going. The boys who do not quit eventually become each other's only family. By the end of your first year, you cannot remember exactly what your mother's face looks like. This is what they wanted. This is the point. Level 3, the youth. You are 14. You have survived 7 years of the Agoge. The boys who could not survive are gone. Some died from sickness. Some died in fights. One drowned in the river during a swimming exercise that nobody officially supervised. You do not ask what happened to him. You do not say his name. The training intensifies now. You are given weapons. Wooden swords first, then real ones. You learn the spear. You learn the short sword called the xiphos. You learn the heavy round shield called the aspis. The shield is your most important possession. You will carry it for the rest of your life. You learn to use it as both defense and weapon. Your trainers tell you something you will never forget. You can come home without your sword. You can come home with wounds. You cannot come home without your shield. A man who loses his shield has abandoned his place in the line. He has endangered the men beside him. He is no longer Spartan. You also learn to read and write. Outsiders believe Spartans are illiterate brutes. This is not true. You read the laws of Lycurgus. You memorize verses of poetry that celebrate courage in battle.
You saw my
You
text?
learn music because warriors march to flutes
You said,
and
did you see
sing
me?
in
Oh, okay, you
formation.
can leave now.
But you learn nothing of philosophy or rhetoric. You will never debate ideas in a public square. You are not being trained to argue. You are being trained to fight. You are introduced to a mentor. He is an older youth, perhaps 20 years old. who has been chosen to guide you.
You gonna stay home
He
today?
instructs you. He corrects you.
I'm a pack.
He is responsible for your behavior.
Oh, pack.
The bond between you is intimate in ways that other societies would find strange. He teaches you what it means to be a Spartan man. You absorb everything he says. You are taken to the festival of public flogging at the altar of Artemis or Thea. Boys are beaten with rods until they bleed, and sometimes until they die. Crying out is failure. Flinching is failure. You watch a boy you have known for 7 years take 40 blows without making a sound. He passes out standing up. The trainers carry him away. He never trains with you again. You begin participating in the Cryptia in small ways. The Cryptia is the secret service of Sparta. The older youths are sent into the countryside to live off the land and to terrorize the Helots. The Helots are the slave class who farm the fields and grow the food that feeds Sparta. There are far more of them than there are of you. Sparta keeps them in line through fear. The most promising youths are sent to murder Helots in the night. Not because they have done anything wrong, because they look strong. Because they look like they might lead a rebellion. You watch this happen the first time, and you do not move. You watch it happen the second time, and you understand. You begin to understand that your civilization is built on the bones of people you cannot see as people. Level 4, the Young Warrior. You are 20 years old. You have completed the Agoge. You are now eligible to become a full Spartan citizen. But eligibility is not automatic. You must be invited into a Syssitia. The Syssitia is a mess hall, a dining club of about 15 men who eat together every night for life. The members vote on whether to admit you. The vote is taken with bread balls dropped into a clay jar. A normal ball means yes. A flattened ball means no. Even one flattened ball means rejection. If you are rejected by every Syssitia, you become a second-class citizen. Your military career is essentially over. Your name will not be spoken with respect. You are accepted. The men of your Syssitia will be your closest companions until death. You eat with them every evening. The food is famously terrible. The black broth made from pork blood, vinegar, and salt is a Spartan specialty visitors cannot stomach. A foreign king once tried it and said he understood why Spartans were not afraid to die.
Okay.
You drink it without complaint. You contribute your share of barley, cheese, figs, and wine
wasn't so
every
bad.
month from the land your family owns. The land is worked by helots. You will never touch a plow yourself.
Did you
Your
get your
only job
two-piece
is to
from
fight.
TikTok?
You marry now, but you do not live with
cute.
your wife. Spartan men live
I think
in
I
the
saved
barracks
it the other
until they
day
are
in
30.
my car.
You sneak out at
But I'm
night
not gonna
to
lie, I
visit.
watched it with the dark clones
return
and it
before
faded.
dawn.
It was more yellow than
Like
this.
bright yellow? I
Secret
kind of like the
nature of
butter
these
yellow
meetings
though.
is
It's
intentional.
not even, this some green
The
shit to me
state
now.
wants
Like compared to
strong
what
children.
That is not
Spartans
green.
believed children conceived in passion are healthier than children conceived in comfort. Your wife is unlike women anywhere else in the Greek world. She owns property. She trained in athletics as a girl. She is strong and educated and direct. She will not be your servant. She will run your household while you serve the state. She will be the one who hands you your shield before battle. She will tell you to come back with it or on it. You drill every day. You practice formations until they are automatic. The phalanx is everything. The phalanx is hundreds of men shoulder to shoulder, shields locked, spears extending forward. The man on your right protects your unshielded side. You protect the unshielded side of the man on your left. If one man breaks, the line breaks. If the line breaks, everyone dies. You learn that courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is the refusal to abandon the man beside you, no matter what. You also learn the smaller things that no one talks about. How to oil the leather straps of your shield so they do not crack in cold weather. How to sharpen the bronze edge of your spear so it cuts cleanly. How to walk for 30 miles in a day and still have the strength to fight at the end of it. These are the details that
Oh shit.
You don't look clean over there either. Oh, my temples are clean actually.
Actually, you're gonna hate me because I'm gonna.
Yeah, one more.
You can't watch me.
This one too.
I had to hope like an audience. It's time to see how much I'm going home with. And this is the cash that we have on us tonight. We're gonna go ahead and count this and see
It's
how
just
much it is.
dumb.
And
Yeah.
see how much I'm giving back to the restaurant and see how much I'm going home with. So I'm like 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 90, 500, 500.
No, she sleep on the floor.
She is?
Hey, Siri.
What?
I have to go outside.
Oh.
I will. I owe $131.80, which means I owe $132. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100.
Who's blessing?
30,
My niece.
31,
Oh, okay,
32.
you're gonna go pick her
And
up.
this is over.
Okay, okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and count this.
Come on, friend, wake up.
100. You are
She
going
just took
home with
a big,
$111.
big.
She's like,
And
she's in a good sleep.
like I was saying, we're going home